everybody, and welcome to tonight's episode with us, Ginton Dice. So please, why don't you go ahead and grab a seat, have a drink, sit back and relax as you watch us, a bunch of nerdy friends who sit around a virtual table to play Dungeons and Dragons.
The hour?
Pathfinder, second edition.
Look, you creepy shadow thing, that was last campaign. Get back in the line. God. Anyways, welcome back, everybody. I don't know about you guys, but let's just dive straight into this, why don't we? Right? Yes? Okay, cool.
No.
Okay, well, that was the end of the campaign, guys. Y'all have
Okay, there you go.
All right then.
For my next character, I'll play a Warforged Barbarian, and I'll change my Barbarian class halfway through how far we get.
You won't get that far.
Next campaign, I'll play a half elf bard.
I'll
be a rabbit.
I'll have you
I'll be a
murdered.
rabbit. I'll be a rabbit person.
Turtle.
You will be dying of starvation, and the turtle will die of dehydration.
But I'm a rabbit. I eat anything.
Yeah, there's nothing.
Be a
So-
rogue turtle.
Anyways, why don't we
The
go ahead and
cleaver.
get started? So, where you guys last left off, you guys, after leaving the festival, going on a journey with a bunch of others, if you will, in search of Dunaville, the Dragon Shield. You guys were then, well, one of you specifically was being harassed nonstop, but I swear. Then you guys, after a couple of days of traveling with this, again, caravan, if you will, you all noticed a trail, that was left by a singular individual that you noticed that was going off, away from the mass trail that was created. You guys decided to follow that, which led you further southeast, kind of getting to the river that eventually leads into the festival. There, you guys tied up your horse and your wagon, putting it in a somewhat hiding spot, and ventured across. After a decent muddy path, you guys continued following the river southeast, and then coming across the ocean. Here is where you guys assume that was probably the person that you're after, if it was a person. Looks like they might have took a boat with, thanks to a really good investigation skills of noticing that there was some stuff in the dirt. Looks like it something was pushed off of it. You guys rested there, and the following day had created your own magical boat, if you will, and sailed to the closest island, thanks to a map that Clarence had. Once there, you guys came across two other boats, one in okay-ish shape, and the other one also in okay-ish shape, but pretty much was colored in dried blood. You guys, feeling like you were on the right course, decided to continue further inward into the island, and trying to go stealth when what appeared to be a like a, not a zombie, but just an undead entity as it walked through the forest. Looks like it was heading by you guys, probably due to somebody screaming because a tail was stepped on, something like that. You guys eventually came across a cave that appeared to have a little bit of good investigating areas to go and look at. Once you guys walked in, realizing that there were more of these undead entities all over this cave. You guys sticking to the walls, going slightly to the side of it where you guys ambushed one that was coming up on you. And then a whole battle started right there in the entrance of that little alcove that you guys tried to hide in. Once the battle was said and done, and bringing back Clarence, who was close to death, and your friend Aeth, who was close to death. After that, you guys rested for a bit and eventually came across Nihilith, a very interesting individual that still is yet to kind of explain what it is itself. But knowing that it seems to be like a golem but with essence. You guys chatting a bit as he informed you of the other alcove that had a bunch of other dead bodies, seeming as though they were there for a lot longer. Guys found a couple of items, and I believe we will pick up right there. So, at this current moment, you guys are in the cave. We'll do that first. In the cave where you guys already are. Was there anything else you guys are wanting to discuss or talk about before venturing further down the this tunnel that he pointed out to you all?
I don't think the two that we encountered earlier are gonna come and get us, right?
Yeah,
Should we?
They'll probably be heading back, right?
For them to return, or just gonna move on?
Alright, so you guys are going to go ahead and start pushing forward. As you guys are discussing that as well, Niall even, do you mind if I tag along? I sure would help to figure out and help me get to the bottom of my mission, if you will, to figure out what happened to these fine folks.
Can I touch that?
And I point to the crystal in his chest.
Make a persuasion check.
Be careful, buddy.
I gotta ask. Too bad it wasn't at advantage. 15.
Wow.
I don't really like people poking in, and feels kind of weird, don't you think? I mean, if your heart was exposed, did you mind people poking it? Don't you
I
think?
don't know. It's not exposed.
Well, kind of right there,
agree.
but in look, there's a lot of gears that are moving, if you know what I mean. I'd really,
He makes gears.
I really
He
don't
can
want
fix
your
it if I
hand.
mess it up.
I'm worried about your hand more than anything.
Wouldn't be the worst thing to happen to my hand.
Kind of gets down on one knee and he's like sighing in a way, but it's just like, why am I doing this? As he kind of opens a little bit, but what's weird is part of it is kind of like still covered in this skin, if you will. So
Do I rip it out? No.
No.
I reach out and I just poke it.
as you like try to wedge your hand slightly in there to like poke it, it feels slightly warm.
Ooh, warm to the touch. I expected cold steel.
All right, and kind of like puts his coat back on, like he's been possibly violating. He's just, all right.
I don't think it was just possibly. But
Uh,
reaching into somebody's open chest cavity is not possible
he
violation.
doesn't know how to feel about it, so that's why it's possible. So why don't we get moving?
yes. Who wants to take the lead then?
I'm good at seeing things.
I'm good at it.
He's good at
investigating.
noticing things.
Yeah.
I don't mind going first.
I'll go up there with him.
All right. And as you all kind of get close to the slight mouth open of this smaller tunnel, and it's, well, stay close. I don't exactly know what's down here.
Okay.
And he starts walking in.
Can I check for traps and stuff as we go?
Go for it. Make a investigation check.
By the by, can everybody see?
Can everybody see?
Does everybody have dark vision?
I have dark vision.
I'm a goblin.
You have dark vision. I have dark vision.
Cast light. If
I'm
nobody
sure
can
the
see.
robot has dark vision.
Uh-oh.
I think SMR have also have dark vision, don't they?
Do ASMR?
I think they do.
Yeah, that's an
Possibly.
8. That's good ish.
I can cast light in case he can't see. Niall can't see. I do have light.
No, he can see. At his as you guys kind of like, even in this cave, because you guys don't have light in it, there's like, as you guys were even coming into this cave, it was already getting dark. But it's been dark here in this cave, and it's like you're just following his eyes. They just really pretty much glow in the dark.
Got detective vision.
Guys, would you all want light in here, or do you want to just travel through the dark?
I'm good.
Unless he kind of
I'm
speaks up.
fine.
Unless we are needing it, we might best be blending in the dark.
Right. Well, if anyone changes their mind, I can some light.
Keep that in mind. And he starts going on. Yeah. I'll hold on to that one. I'm gonna use it here in a second. Don't worry.
I'll gently pat Aeth and give him some guidance and be like, "It's okay. Just follow right after us." And then I lean over to Clarence and I'll go, "I think the old man with one arm can't see in the dark."
Do you want me to hold your hand?
Let's see. Just
As you guys even took a decent amount of like steps, if you will, and like kind of turn around, checking on A, if like he's matching your steps. So, okay. As you guys kind of keep going, there's parts where it gets a lot smaller and kind of thinner, where like you guys kind of have to like scrape just a little bit. It's not like it's extremely tough, like extremely small, where you gotta like crawl or anything, but it's just not a big of a gap for like two people to walk through or anything like that.
Are the kobold and goblin just fine walking through it as if it was a normal hallway?
Yeah. You can hear just a very slight of your armor, like kind of just barely like grinding on the walls as you walk through, just because you wear more armor. But as you guys kind of go through a little bit, are you guys stealthing or not? Out of curiosity.
I'm all for it. Let's stealth.
Stealth.
Well, at least I got the nat 1 out of the way early.
I
Go
have
ahead and roll yours
disadvantage.
with disadvantage too, Clarence.
Yes.
That's
Oh.
for the nat 1. Because you're too busy trying to check for traps that you're like making too
Natural
much.
one.
You're just
Yeah.
Your natural
Oh,
one's
yeah.
still better than my
Oh,
two.
yeah.
too.
I got a 16,
nice.
but it's yeah.
10
Eighth, you had guidance, by the way. I cast
plus
guidance
D4.
on you. Yeah, because you would have had disadvantage for being blind, right?
Gosh.
Down here in the dark.
I'm not blind in the dark.
Oh, you aren't
We
blind in
did
the
not
dark?
long rest, did we?
No, you
Nope.
did a short rest.
Short rest. 13. No, I was only asking in case anybody wanted light.
I like the net
Oh,
one. The net one fits exactly where her headspace is. She's probably not really paying attention anyway.
So we can all see in the dark. I misunderstood.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
can all see in the dark.
Yeah,
I was only
everybody-
asking. I was only asking for everyone for comfort.
That's why I said after you guys took a couple of steps and looked back at Ayeth, he was matching your steps.
Oh, okay.
So it was like he wasn't having any issues.
I misunderstood then.
Okay, yeah. Elise, you there's nothing fun. Okay. We'll just go with the fact that you get like super like your face as you kind of going through and trying to slide against things and stuff like that, and you kind of just make the stealth part is you kind of making slight like not wrecking but like kind of like as like your face kind of grinds a little bit against parts of the walls. Nothing too major. You just got like little bits of scratches.
Got like a spider in my face. Like I've.
Yeah, that too.
Mhm.
The only spider that was brave enough to put one in this cave, and you happen to
Mm.
run into it. So, as you guys kept going a little bit forward and forward, you notice and kind of hear it depending on your pack, right? Because we have Nile, Clarence, I would assume Garbu, and then either Aeth or Elise. And so for the people closer up front, you can see it too, but for the people in the back, Nile even starts to speak up and it's just, I believe we're coming upon something. Everybody be ready just in case. And you guys continue just slightly swirling through the tunnel as you can start to hear what sounds like a voice. And give me like 1 second.
Riot. Sorry, I misunderstood. I thought you were saying that you didn't have it.
Okay,
No, I
sorry
was-
about that.
Okay, it's alright.
So,
So that.
you guys can start to hear. It sounds more echoey, if you will, as it's starting to kind of bounce off the walls, but it's obviously as well means you guys are getting close. But as you guys are continuously getting close, you can hear the. Yes, that's another one. Oh, he will be happy. And you guys are now kind of like a little bit to the entrance to like this bigger open space. And you can see yeah. Okay. You guys can see like where you guys are coming from, a pillar that's kind of like a little bit in front of you. and a decent amount of lighting, and it's definitely almost like a fire, if you will, of how the lighting is going back and forth between intensity. But you're starting to hear, go and stand with the others. Now then, time to get another one. What are you guys doing at this particular moment? Are you just listening? Are you trying to look and see? As I rearrange some people.
I was listening.
I'll just listen.
Can I tell how many creatures are in the room? Listening.
As you. Okay, yeah. Go ahead and make a perception check. As you're trying, like, you're kind of like on like a cave wall, so there's a little bit of, you know, bumps and bruises as it goes in and out a little bit, and you're trying to peek just a little bit. So I'm going to put you there.
I close my eyes and I listen, trying to think back to in the junkyard, listening for rats running around among the trash.
As you kind of move a little bit, you move slightly in front of Niall, who's just like watching you see what you're about to do, and he kind of noticed that you're trying to really listen in, and you obviously can hear the main sound of this person talking, and the sound like something being dragged. You can hear what almost sounds like a fire, but there's no of the crackling sound to it. It's kind of hard to understand, and then just being able to slightly peek, you can at least see there's these two creatures. Almost they look the same like the ones you recently fought, except they are just ablaze. They're on fire, just standing there. They don't look like they're guarding. They don't look like they're at the ready, if you will. But they're standing there. And you can see like they're as well giving off like a light source. And so you, at least for the fact, you can see two, but they're not the ones talking.
I'll look to Clarence, pretty much ignoring Niall, who I'm standing directly underneath.
And I'll be like, there's two of the guys from above, and one that's making a voice that I can't see.
What do you mean?
Like I hear a voice, but I don't see what's making the voice.
Oh. Well. Niall? Did
I
you
look
go this
directly
far
up.
in?
Sorry, but I didn't.
Okay.
The cave where I showed you those other dead bodies, and he's whispering too, by the way. Where I showed you the other dead bodies, that's kind of where I was stuck for a moment. I was unaware of how many people I could take on by myself, so I was trying to find some time or an advantage to be able to attack.
How many do you think you can take on by yourself?
Kind of just pulls out like a crossbow that he's pulls out in the same spot where he previously kind of had his hand as he was like staring at some of you at the very beginning. As he kind of pulls it out, I'll take on as many as I can if I need to. But
Yeah.
Do you think you could kill all four of us?
I don't I don't know. Is this the time to talk about this?
I'm just trying to gauge
No.
how strong you
Yes, that's a yes.
We see. Can one of you see if we can get an idea how many of them are there? We're gonna attack.
There's two of the ones from above, and one that's making a voice somewhere.
3 right now.
At least.
And you can see Garbu as well. Most of you can. There is now like a decent amount of pillars. Decent. That seems to be holding a little bit of the structure up. The top of the cave, whether it's there for actual stability or not. There does appear to be maybe a table or like a sarcophagus, if you will. Kind of up debate. It just looks like a decent stone table. Um, kind of like to the back end of the room, closer to you guys. So,
I can run out there and make a distraction if we want to just jump in and fight.
Try to get the ambush on them.
Well, I
Get there
can just
another-
run straight out to those two and everyone would have advantage on them. Or we can just all hold an action and jump out.
as you guys are still talking, you can
How
hear
far away?
Could I tell how far from us?
Yeah.
I don't know. I want to ask this, but I won't. Oh God, why? Don't do that. That's not what I need you to do. Click this. Click this. You think Garbu, from the two that you can see, you think you might be able to at least get to one of them, but the other one seems slightly further from that.
Like 30 to. Hmm.
Can I
What do you
judge how
guys think?
far
Do you
away
want to
the
do a
voice is?
surprise attack?
Might be a good idea.
As you guys are still talking, you can hear the sound of something being dragged stop, as you kind of hear like a very small, very. It's not heavy, but there was no holding back from it either, of a thump. As he's. Soon he'd be reborn, and he'd have his army that he can control. That festival was the greatest idea of a spawn to take more bodies. But we're gonna need a lot more. And after I created some of you, we'll be able to take a town. Now then.
Time to go.
And he like
Probably.
slaps his
Probably time to go now.
slaps
For
his
now.
hand, and
Do
he's
this.
no.
Let's do this.
okay.
We go.
So how are you guys going? Out of just pure
I
curiosity.
think we're just rushing out
Oh.
blasting, right?
We're
I
rushing
think
out.
you should just have us
blasting?
run into a dark room, blasting our cannons willy-nilly without paying much attention.
I'll activate my story form as we're going in.
I think we're just running.
I've got no spells
Um,
left.
I'm in the rear. with the gear.
Cantrips.
Okay.
Yes, yes.
So you guys are just running out there.
Are we running out there? Or are we trying to do?
I'm trying to make sure, because it's
Listen, I think it'd be pretty surprising if just 5 people ran out in the middle of your room while you're in the middle of chanting.
okay. If you guys are in agreement of you guys are running out, I'll
This is how we die.
let's
The way we
see.
lived recklessly.
Let me first see if they even notice you guys running out, because if they don't, then I will allow it where you guys, as you run out, if you want to do like a quick fire type thing, that's fine. One attack, but if they do detect, then that will be for naught. We'll go to this. We will go to this.
Gosh.
And this.
We aren't very stealthy, by the way.
Oh, I'm sure.
Speak for yourself, Braden.
Okay.
I am.
So
I rolled a 2. Someone else.
as
rolled
you
an extra
guys
1.
are running out, the creatures that I pointed out to you earlier, Garbu, those are the ones you guys will not have a surprise on. Just keep that in mind.
The fire ones.
Yeah,
As first off,
that's fine. Fire good.
bring the music in. Why don't we as well go and have everybody roll initiative as I bring you guys here?
Do we need to click on our tokens or just click the initiative? Out of curiosity.
I can do that for you actually. Now that I can do it super simple, easy.
I had already pressed the button. I
Okay.
just wasn't sure if I needed to have a token. Oh, I guess not, because it shows up. So we don't have to select a token on this one?
No.
Hey, nice. Oh, you right-click to get it to pop out.
And then I can also have
Nice.
rolls everybody.
How am I going fourth?
Hey.
How
Yeah.
are we all going this
Hey.
quickly?
I like this better.
Okay.
On
go
10-9.
with this one. Hey, works. Cool. All right.
I would be running in the direction of the voice, by the way.
Let's see.
Since I was listening.
I want to pull
Could I
this
get a
out.
general direction?
Pretty much it's just diagonally like northwest.
Oh, like up where the thing
Yeah,
is.
that's where the voice was echoing from.
Perception roll.
So, as we're going to go by order, Elise, you're allowed to go. You and Niall, you're allowed to go first. If you're just running straight out there or not.
Let's see, how much movement do we have? Oh, wait, that's the wrong thing. Oopsie. There's the measuring thing. No, it's not the measuring thing. This is the measuring thing. That's the wrong person as well. Good job, me. Guess I'll just go there.
There is a little wall, like kind of in between, so you'll probably have to diagonal it.
God damn it. Why can I not drag my little dude?
Can you
It's
not?
because the game is paused. I think it's because the game is paused.
Yeah.
I forget that
Ah.
that's a thing.
Wait, let's see. There.
Okay.
Okay, he's standing. No, I'm just like checking from where I can see that guy. Apparently I have line of sight according to the game to him from here.
Hey, if you have it, you have it.
Like I can see him right now there.
That's the point. Like if you have the line of sight, you have the line of sight.
He's gonna get little.
And as you can see, he is not like wearing anything of chest wise, but he does have like a bottom portion of probably like half of a robe, if you will, like it was tied and maybe he just undone his arms. But he has looks like red markings almost all over as he's like clapping his hands and he's just like in this trance of him repeating something. And you can let me see what you can see for a second. Okay, you can't see it at the second. But
No, I can only see him.
yeah, you can see him. And so that's what he's doing. And you can see like whatever in front of him is starting to kind of give off a little glow.
Okay, so he's out of range of that spell, but he's not out of range of this. Assume he's not paying attention, right?
Yeah. No, he's
No,
not.
okay.
That hits.
Well, it's 2 damage.
He will take it.
Yeah. Let's see. I think this has a range of 60, doesn't it? Yeah, it has a range of 60. So we don't have a surprise on those little guys, right?
No.
No, exactly. Okay, then I won't use an attack on those. I can't hit with my other attacks. That's all.
Okay. Then we have Niall. Um, where are you going, Niall?
I'm small enough he can step over me if he needs to get around.
He's gonna push right there as he starts to run out, and picking some of the people that is closer. As he kind of just darts, pulls his. What? Why didn't that save? Makes me mad. As he pulls his crossbow out and just like fires 2 shots as he's trying to hide behind the pillar. The first one and the second one. And who? I believe. Oops, wrong thing. Yeah, no, that don't. As they just both, one kind of looks like it just caught on fire and burst into flames and just disintegrated, and the other one just clearly missing. Garbu.
We all know what I'm doing. I just run to the closest one to me.
Okay.
I can see the cultist guy.
Now you can.
He looked like he's still doing ritual things.
You can see there is a the shield that you guys are looking for is like in the middle of this circle. Right above it, that is slightly levitating, about like 2 or 3 feet off the ground. Above it, it appears to be like a dead body. As he was starting to go into this right before, like he kind of got blasted by a bolt.
Is he still going for the chant as he's got blasted?
I mean,
Can I tell with that 25 what's left over of it?
I mean, technically, no. He just got blasted, so he's not technically chanting at the second. Like, he was interrupted.
Is he still continuing? If he was casting a spell or something, does it look like he's still in the middle of that, or does it look like he'd have to restart?
Who knows?
I can't tell. Okay. Well, then I'm just going for violence, because when has that ever failed anyone?
Ooh.
22 to hit.
Yeah.
10 damage.
Okay.
And then I'll need, I believe, a dexterity saving throw for another 5 damage. As a, let's see, what piece of junk am I on? A broken teacup appears in front of him.
Teacup,
Just
short
smashes
and
into his face. Dang.
Oh, he, like, as he's now starting to be aware that people are running in and attacking, he's seems to be now an alert.
I'll turn around as a free action and go, "There's 4!"
Clarence.
Hello. I am going to run forward towards Garbu.
There might have been a. Oh, I guess not. I was gonna say there might be a wall in the way, but
I think technically that, yeah. And then I'm going to take a crossbow attack against the chanting guy.
Sure, go for it.
I don't think he's chanting anymore.
Well, that's who I'm targeting.
As
And
he's,
that's a 7.
he appears to be alerted, he's now now reacting. So, Aeth, as you can just pretty much tell that everybody's ran off and as to the plan, mad dashing forward.
When has that plan ever not worked, you know?
move right there and in range. I'll cast. I cast Hex on the one that's right in front of Garbu. On the left.
Hex away. I will give him a
Disadvantage on.
oops.
Well, disadvantage on intelligence checks.
On what?
intelligence checks,
Intelligence. Ooh,
Okay.
and I will
low
use an.
X damage.
I will fire an Eldritch Blast at him.
Fire away.
15 to hit.
Doesn't
Yeah,
hit.
miss.
Doesn't.
Yeah. It's not.
Okay.
Okay. That's my turn.
Now we will begin the combat. So, he's going to go first. And
Target right in front of you, buddy.
He's going to push forward and go after you, Clarence. As he just kind of goes and from how small you are, almost like a just an uppercut of his hammer. Ooh.
That's my AC.
Okay. It's 17 points of damage.
I'm
Uh,
almost dead.
That's some good damage.
I am almost dead. Oh, no, sorry.
You have the
6.
same hit points as me. That's.
Oh my god.
Do you have another cannon out of
Hmm.
curiosity?
No, I have nothing.
Oh man.
Okay. Elise, it is now your turn. Yeah, that hits. Also aiming at him. Okay. That
I'm sorry, I have myself muted, so that's against the cultist.
okay. That sucks, but okay. As you just come bursting in and just heavy focusing on him, as he seems to be dodging most of everybody else, you kind of just peeking around the pillar and releasing more and more into him, and it seems as he wasn't fast enough to hit. As you can see, both hits just knock him flat on the ground.
And then Elise looks at and then probably as she's looking at the guy falling, she looks to her left and she sees that Clarence is getting absolutely booty blasted. She's like, oh, shit.
That happened.
And let's
Anything
get him
else?
at him.
Okay. Niall.
We'll escape.
He's gone now.
I know.
He's
Okay. I know.
he's gonna dart over here, and
Another one far away from me.
because he's gonna aim at the one going after Clarence, and he
Success.
Sad. Sad.
Mhm.
he will hit on the second one because it's with advantage. He is being flanked.
Still
Damage.
success though.
It does, but 1 second.
think- Niall was showing us that he couldn't actually take on all 4 of us.
Oh. Look at that.
As just an arrow just comes and jams into like its neck, kind of poking through Clarence. You can see like it's not even phased by this. Garbu.
Yeah. Let me see. The spiritual weapon. Let's see. Yeah, it'll go for this guy. How do I move it? Spells. bonus action. Spiritual. Actually. No, I didn't want to do that. Did that end up plopping down? I did not mean to drop that. How do I delete it? I was trying to do the measurement thing.
Just
Forgot to
if you
push
hold
back.
control, you can then left click on where you need the measurement.
15. Okay, yeah, I'll stick with that as my bonus action. 15 to hit.
Misses.
Dang. And then as my action, I will use something that I got back from the short rest. Grovel, cower, and beg. All creatures within 10 feet of me, people now have advantage on.
Yay. Okay.
Until the end of my next turn. Which I think it actually placed it directly under me for some reason. I don't know why it placed a spell.
Okay. Anything else?
I did not want to target. I wanted to move back. That'll be my action and my bonus action, and I'm not going to take my movement.
Clarence.
I'm gonna disengage. That's my bonus action, and that's. I'm just gonna go right. So are these walls? Do I have to go like over and then down, like just to be sure?
What? No,
I think
that's
that's
like
right.
Oh,
that's the
I
carpet.
think.
Okay, I wanted to double check before I was like doing something dumb. I was like, all right, well then I'm gonna come down here, and then I'm gonna shoot the guy who just tried to kill me.
Go for it. You have advantage. That hits.
Oh, thank God I had advantage.
Mm-hmm.
4 damage, and I'm gonna use Fury of the Small with that. If I'm assuming it's larger than me.
Is it
I
a
mean,
medium
it's
creature?
yeah, it's fine.
Okay.
It's a small creature, so
And
yeah,
it-
it's
Points
a
of damage.
creature size larger.
Takes the 30 damage. Yeah,
Oh yeah.
I forget. All right. Anything else?
And I'm done. I'm done. I'm out.
Aeth.
Tapping.
Alright, I will move. Start to make. Oh, no. I'm gonna move
There's
past
a
the pillar.
in the way, I think.
Yeah.
So probably go diagonal, right click, and then go over.
Right
Or not
here.
right click. What is it? Alt click? Control click?
Yeah, control click allows you to keep going, and then if you keep, as long as you're holding control, you can then left click to place waypoints.
But yeah, these two you have advantage on, the two by me.
I'm gonna shoot an Eldritch Blast at the one that I've hexed.
That's this guy. You have advantage.
Control.
Nice.
Oh,
Yeah, that hits.
And your hex damage.
damage.
10.
10 points of damage.
Nice. All right. He is going to get right up next to you.
Going to party.
No.
I
And-
think, let me reread Grovel, Cower, and Beg. I think it might affect him if he enters during the groveling. I'm just going to reread it. Go ahead and continue while I reread it.
X.
It doesn't.
Intent.
Just people within.
It's any enemy within 10 feet of me before the end of my next turn. So since he's within 10 feet, it would be advantage on him now. I was just trying to read to make sure. It doesn't matter
Yeah,
if they
that's fine.
enter it during.
He is still going to swing at you.
That's a 22 to hit. That hits.
Wow.
What is that? 9 damage.
Points.
Yep. You can take, when you hit full damage, it'll ask if you want to take the crit, and you can just say no.
Okay. So select my token. Apply full damage. Use the crit damage. No. Okay.
Okay. This one is going to move right there. Now, pretty much anybody will have advantage on you. As he is going to go again. Well, not again, but...
The 23 will hit.
As all three seems to just now be, like... Garbu, have you ever... You've gotten close to fire. You've done smelting and stuff like that before. This feels exactly like that, but you're starting to feel like you are the item that's being smelted. As you're just surrounded by these three, like, flame heat sources that you can just feel it coming off of each one. Like, you feel like you're melting.
I am currently cowering.
Which is now his turn.
You get advantage too.
You best believe it.
He is
If
going
he isn't flanking me
to...
with the other two, I'd be surprised.
He'll push away.
I get opportunity attack?
If you want to take it.
I don't know when to stop. 20 to hit.
Yeah, that hits. I need you
Or
to also
dodge.
take 1 point of fire damage.
I'll take your 1 point of fire damage.
And then going for
Ocho.
I don't
Elise.
know why it re-rolled.
Ooh,
Nope.
not good there. But Elise.
He's too close, I don't like it.
You feel like you might catch on fire.
Problematic. To say the least. Wonder how much constitution these bastards have. Probably a good score.
It's probably not their worst score.
This guy next to us, this guy's been attacked a few times, right?
Yeah, a little bit. Said he wasn't really phased after the last set, so.
I have advantage on the one over there. And like, Garbu's
They're
getting
advantage
fucking
on
booty
both
blasted.
of them.
I'm gonna move inside of his sphere so I can look at the one with the hex on it that I know has been hit a few times. And then I'm gonna shoot at the one with the hex.
Okay.
I need to save my spells in case people get fucking ripped. So.
I mean, just letting you know, the one next to you has been hit a couple of times. The one that's
Yeah, but
hex-
I'm not. I don't want to get hit by.
I know you.
I'm not a critical role player who takes fucking opportunities to get fucking dicked in the ass.
No. I'm just letting you know
That's what they
that
always do.
the one that you're aiming at hasn't received that much damage. So I was just
No.
clarifying.
Also, this guy. Yeah, but still, I don't want to. I don't feel like shooting at disadvantage, and I'm not a critical role player who takes opportunity attacks for no reason. Calling them out right here. If they ever watch this video, the amount of fucking stupid damage they've taken from opportunity attacks, insane. I'm gonna shoot at the hex guy. Advantage, so it's 15. I assume that misses.
That misses.
Double tens, never mind. This turn is a waste. That's it.
Niall, as he is going to shift over and
Advantage.
aim at the
Giving
one
him
to
his
your
sneak
left.
attack as well.
Good thing I didn't use any spells there.
First one,
Look at
him
second
go.
one.
Plus his sneak attack.
Yep.
I think both hit.
Wait.
All hit. Fantastic. He's just on like loading, like quick drawing, putting arrows in and firing his crossbow. As he's just, how are you holding up in there? And then he kind of looks towards you, Clarence, to see like a little bit of burnt on you as well, and he's just like trying to make sure you're all right as well. Garbu.
It hurts.
I need to read the description of this.
You have a healing spell.
Uh,
I do.
I technically do too.
technically healing. The best kind of healing.
Yeah, but I'm gonna heal when people go down because that's more effective than trying to heal them up.
No, I agree actually. Just
So I'm
let
just
us
waiting
die.
for. I'm
Just let us
saving my
die.
spell shot when people go down.
Paramedics are better than doctors.
Yeah, exactly.
What points
Yes,
dying
yes,
just
yes,
not
yes.
become long rest?
I mean, the thing is like, right, the damage they do is so much that the heal's not gonna help that much. It's better to like make them do the damage first and then heal up.
I'm gonna go ahead and put it over the one.
Because they overkill so much of what I can heal.
Min-maxing our deaths.
I'm putting it over the one it's targeting just so that it's easier to tell which one. I figure if I put it between the two, that's gonna be harder to tell.
I mean, okay.
But I'm gonna roll that attack first.
Okay.
At 20 lol.
Where's it at? It still has advantage till the end of this turn.
Yeah, 20 lol.
I can hope.
God damn it.
24.
Almost.
I mean, your spiritual weapon wouldn't have advantage, but 24
It does.
still.
Yeah, I
Any
make the
attack has.
attack, so I have advantage on the attack because it's a spell attack.
It was already.
It doesn't count as a creature. It counts as an attack of mine.
How my cannon works.
It's a great spell. It really is.
Regardless, it's
Well,
24
regardless,
special.
it hits, but.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
It'd be like saying that if you used what's that one spell where it's a thundercloud that you can have it do lightning bolts? Because you roll a spell attack for that. It's not the
Oh,
cloud
lightning?
itself making the attack.
Spell
That's
lightning.
All lightning.
that's
Mhm.
kind of different, but just continue.
It's the same thing. It's a spell that you use to make an attack.
Keep blasting.
Listen,
It's fine.
And then I'll channel divinity, turn undead, and hope to God it works. And that's the end of my turn.
Elise goes, wait a minute, aren't these elementals?
Oh God, why did that do that? I was trying to delete the other one. There we go. But yeah,
Is
I'll
he done?
channel divinity and try to turn undead.
Hold on,
Oh,
I'm reading.
yeah.
That's the end of my turn.
Suddenly random skeletons in the corners jump up and run away.
I mean,
Oh, I
he
gotta
does
get outta
something about
here.
bringing another back to life or something like that.
The guy we
mean,
just
if I could-
murdered comes back to life and just runs away.
Okay, I was just trying to make sure.
Worth a try. Listen, I
Clarence.
got not much else.
Yep.
No longer have advantage.
So, I see the guy who looks like he was coming at me. So, I'm gonna leave.
You can see he's getting closer. That's for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, he
I'm
attacked me, not you.
not gonna be here much longer. I'm gonna move over here. Is this like a sarcophagus? This thing behind me?
That's kind of like a table. Think
A
of it more
table,
like a
okay.
table.
I
That's where the
Yeah, I'm just gonna
dragon
come right
priest is at. He's
Oh.
going to randomly pop out and start shooting fireballs.
and then I want to shoot the same guy that's been chasing me because I can still see him. if that's okay.
If you can see him, shoot him. Like,
Yeah.
that's the thing. That's why I like this. If you can see him, you can shoot him.
Can you see him? Then shoot him.
I wouldn't spend time making walls for nothing.
Lol.
Well, that's gonna miss.
But
You know what?
you do hit the column though.
Oh. And then I'm gonna shoot again because that's.
Can you do that?
Hey, they all miss. Holy shit.
oh.
How?
I don't know. Bad rolls.
All
I'm not
right.
impressed with anything else.
Ayeth.
I'm gonna take another shot at the one that I have hex currently.
No longer advantage, but let's hope.
I wonder how this works.
Forward.
Let me look. I'm gonna look at some really stupid attack.
That miss.
If only had advantage.
Only.
Why didn't you do that last turn?
Yeah.
I don't know. Oh, move right there. Okay, no, don't want to move there.
Okay.
I'll move right there. My
On
turn.
his
your cover.
turn. What's the DC?
What DC? Oh, for turn undead?
Yeah, because they have to make a wisdom saving throw.
Is it my spell saving throw?
What does it say on your spell book?
I'm reading the channel divinity.
I would assume it would be that because they have to
It
beat
is my
something.
spell saving throw. So then it's 14.
Okay.
So it is undead? Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Yep.
Sucks to suck.
He's the
I don't think
anti
channel
me.
divinity is concentration though, so if I go down, the other guy I think still has to make the save, right?
I would.
It's not concentration or anything.
It's
I think I
not the
just pulled
fact
it
that
up
it's
and-
concentration. It's the fact that you are.
Because it's just an action, and then I can keep.
I'll
doing
say
other
this.
things if they have
I'll
to
say
continue
this.
running.
If you go down, because he's about to attack you, obviously,
Yeah.
they will still make it for this initial move because you presented it first. But if you're still down on their next turn, like it's to them, it's like it's not going to matter anymore. So they will come back. So
I'm just trying to stay alive.
have fun with that.
Staying
That's
alive.
it.
Staying alive. Oh. I'll miss you.
That's an unconscious for me.
As once again, as Garbu, when he falls, like there's a little bit of on like some of the pots and pans of his armor that is just now on fire.
Lol.
The next guy. Okay, sorry, hold on. I had something selected. Okay, cool. Okay. So, oh god, I can't go all that way up there. We'll just push him back. Is he kind of as he seems to be at that moment before technically Garbu went down presenting this, so he pushes back, kind of backpedaling. He does like hit the dead body that was kind of still slightly hovering there as it kind of goes almost like it was on a pillar, if you will, and he knocked it off as it just falls clumps there.
Also, based on the reading, I think they actually make the save when I hold it up, and then it lasts for 1 minute.
Well, I'm just doing it on their turn, so.
I was just rereading it. Sorry.
So he failed.
And then
Aside from going unconscious, it was pretty successful.
he starts running out.
Oh, that's convenient.
Yeah.
That makes my turn a lot easier.
Yep. I was
You
just
don't take
thinking he doesn't
You don't
have
take
to
an
worry about it.
opportunity attack and end the turn.
I mean, it's a forced save, right? So, or forced.
It's gangbang the guy right there, right? That's just.
What we were gangbanging the guy in the middle.
Yeah.
It's
I mean,
not.
he's the only one not turned.
No,
Yeah.
it's not forced because he was
They have to
being
use all their action to move.
yeah has to spend its turn moving as far away, and
Oh,
so
sorry.
But
that
if
one
you
is
hit
not
it, the turn
forced.
ends.
That's just it's like it's being controlled to flee instead of like again something
He
actually.
likes using suggestion to tell.
So you
somebody to run
can
away.
try to hit it if you want.
Fuck that guy. Fuck that guy. He's a loser. Now the question is, do I want to damage more first? Or should I heal? Should I damage? Should I heal? Kind of want to damage more.
Damage is better.
He said it. I hear a whisper from the grave. Damage is better.
I'm assuming it damages anything within like a 5-foot radius of it when it takes damage. That's why I'm saying damage is better.
I mean, I think it's some melee hits, right?
Whose turn is it?
At least
It's my turn. I'm just debating if I should heal or not.
I was double checking.
I'm just trying to make you all think that you're gonna kill me if you hit it.
if you have enough room, if you were to right click on the combat tracker, like the fist up top, it'll pull it out for you.
It pops out.
Oh.
I have mine popped out because I
Did
was
not know
spinning
that.
the beginning of session.
It helps.
You know what is sad? Because I know it will do fuck all, but what would be funny as fuck if I use create water to drench the dude in water and like put out the flame, but I know it doesn't do any damage to him. It's funny as fuck.
put out his essence.
Yeah, like he's like, what? I'm gonna water this guy and he's gonna die. So you know, no, I'm gonna keep on. How hurt does this guy look that's standing there? Or like, do I? I guess I don't really know how hurt he is.
It's really, it's not like the fact of hard to tell. Like, oh, you can't tell. It's just covered in fire and kind of like already undead. It's hard to gauge of an undead thing.
Fuck it, I'll heal the bastard. I'll use healing word. Oui. I'll heal
Yay!
Garbu.
He's alive.
Okay.
And then I'll shoot at the Fapper. With my beep 19.
Which one?
The one that one that's standing in the middle there next to him.
Making sure. Fantastic. Nile, who he will
So
take,
Garbu heals 6.
Yeah, sorry.
he will do the first one.
Luce?
Misses. Take half the damage. Which one of these?
Okay, yeah, it won't be advantage because Garber is prone at the moment.
Luce?
And as he goes to fire, he's like, obviously his main attention is the one that took down the tunnel. He's just, I'll get him. As he,
On our way out, we find out that Nihil is dead.
Luce?
he'll spin a little bit and try to go in that direction. Garbu, currently prone. What are you doing?
Half my movement.
Oh, and your spiritual weapon's gone.
It
No,
is
no,
not
that is true.
Yes.
I forget.
Like just like fucking spiritual
Look,
weapon.
I'm trying, alright?
It's the best spell. It literally is. This way to have spiritual weapon and spirit guardians.
I just wanted to be
my
a wolf, but then you had to go down.
23.
God damn it, this spiritual weapon is doing fucking work.
9 damage.
Yeah.
I don't think my spiritual weapon has missed today, has it? It missed once actually.
I mean, you've had I've had days where your spiritual weapon was absolutely dog shit, so I guess it's redeeming.
As it
Do I want a sacred flame or use my mace?
as
I
it
don't
crumbles,
think I've dealt damage with my sacred flame even once.
as it crumbles, just kind of like in a little fiery ash.
I will say technically the spiritual weapon is a melee spell attack. If you want to apply the 1 point of damage, it is a melee attack.
1d10.
Keep going.
Okay. I just thought I'd offer to you some consolidation.
I mean, he already got you down
to
on the ground
something
once.
that doesn't take. You know what? You know what? I got
Fuck
something
your
for you.
spiritual weapon.
Thought I'd offer it to you, DM, out of the grief I gave you.
The fact that because your spiritual weapon is hitting it from one direction, and as it goes down, it
Falls on him.
continues of this heat, and it'll go to you.
I thought I'd make the
There.
offering.
Take the 2.
Okay. Listen.
So
I'm
lucky.
trying to be nice here.
I bet you are.
Should I just leave him
Alright.
down next time he falls down? I think I'll
Yes.
do that, right?
He gives me so much crap at the beginning, and then he'll like try to apologize and make it my way when it
I
seems
mean, if
like
it's
it's
for-
in his favor or something.
He uses cure wounds on himself.
Yep.
He is a cleric, technically.
Okay.
And after that, I still have 5 feet of movement, so I'll just start backing up.
You know what the fun fact is that the fucking druid has healed more than the cleric so far. God damn it!
I've healed 9 total hit points the entire.
I'm supposed to be a fucking damage dealer, but I keep getting your guys' asses
Oh
off the
my,
ground.
I'm
So,
supposed to be a damage dealer as well.
Here's what I'm going to ask. These guys are obviously fleeing for 1 minute, right? And 1 minute's a lot. One is just going to run down the tunnel.
And
The
the
other
other's
one
gonna
is
keep running
kind of
into a wall.
he's kind of like stuck unless Garbu
Run back and forth along the wall.
Yeah. So are you guys going to is anybody going after the one in the tunnel?
I can
I
shoot him.
mean,
Right now, I can
didn't
still
you
see him.
did you say that the shield was there?
That's what I was gonna say. If we,
Yeah,
Do we need the shield?
it's like
I think the
right
moment
here.
that Elise sees that those guys are
It's-
running away,
It's like in
she's
this
just gonna
circle.
walk. She's gonna walk up to the shield and wants to pick it up.
Okay, so Clarence, go ahead and just make your shot. You don't have to move, just make an attack to see if you.
We're still in turn order. I'm also trying to get to the shield.
Oh, that one is a
Gone.
big old. Nope.
Okay.
And
So.
then I gotta. Yep, the second one might actually hit.
Do you have two attacks already?
No,
Wait, I should, right?
no.
Once
no.
he
Okay,
actually,
never
once
mind.
he takes damage, he's no longer turned. He'll be walking back. By the way.
That's
Oh, it doesn't
true,
matter, I
but
can hit him.
I don't think you have two attacks yet.
no, you don't.
It's not with my crossbow now.
So he, I'm gonna say, is gone. He went further down the tunnel. You guys can maybe deal with him later.
Deal with him and the other two later.
And then I'll say you took care of the one up there, which should have been a lot more easier. So
We can all hold our actions.
you guys.
I mean,
are...
I like it for the shield now and like just looking at it and poking it.
So we're
Okay.
alone.
Yeah. 1 second. I'm gonna do this just to get this, and let's do that. Oh god, that was glitching for a second. Okay. Good job, guys. So, as these entities are crumbling, you can hear the now crackling that's coming off of them. Elise, you said you wanted to go up there as well and try to get the shield.
Oh yeah, I'm just not moving myself once combat is done.
Yeah. I'm going to as well.
I can move myself if you want me to.
No. Garby, you said you were trying to do that as well.
Yeah,
I
I
just
go
wanna touch
before I'm
it.
in turn. I go before I'm in turn order anyway, so.
Yeah, I just want
That's
to touch
true.
it. That's all I want.
So as this is kind of dying down and everybody was starting to deal with these other creatures, Elise kind of already goes up, and the shield seems to be dirty, if you will,
Mm.
and a little bit of possible charring, but
Mhm.
other than that, you can pick it up. It weighs a decent bit.
I think as Elise picks it up and people are killing that last elemental, undead elemental, she like sort of rummages through her bag, picks up the little elemental, and like plops it on top of it. Start cleaning it.
Okay.
You gotta vendetta through campaigns to get this tiny little cleaning element.
And now I found a use for it.
This little.
So she just has the shield in her lap and she just looks at the little elemental going across it like little snail, like cleaning it.
It is like a snail's pace, but wherever it goes, it is cleaning. You can start to actually see once it's like after a few minutes of it actually getting a decent way, like a one stripe, if you will. Not like one whole side done, just one stripe. Like you can tell the difference.
And then it starts going around to the other side to do the same stripe on the bottom.
You could try to like cut it off a little bit if you want, but anyway, yeah.
And like you know when you have like a little like an ant that you try to stop, it's like sort of turns it to clean it up first. Like
Check
go back.
the cultist's body.
Do what?
Can I go investigate the cultist's body? See if there's
You
anything.
may go make a investigation check, please.
So I've had like 4 nat ones.
We need more.
Great.
Oh.
Can I
Boy.
guide him as he goes to do this, or he already
Oh,
rolled? Never mind.
Well, I mean, 18 anyway. Who cares?
On an 18, you find that he has 1 copper.
You find that he was naked underneath that the entire time.
Nice.
Whoa!
And you find out with an 18 that he was not very hung.
Ooh, not nice.
He seemed to have like a little bit of a medical issue going on, but you know.
Oh no.
Anyways,
One in the kidney.
as you go
Medi-
to start kind of looking a little bit, you do see a note, and that's kind of like all you really see besides that, and a dagger from him. And you can see on his upper half, while parts of it looks like it's been damaged, if you will, has a little bit of holes from certain attacks. Upon slightly further looking, all that red marks was blood. And you could tell it wasn't his, so he was whatever from wherever he was taking it, wiping like blood onto him as he was.
Are these cauldrons full of blood?
No.
Oh.
That's more of picture. So but yeah, find a
Can I read the note?
dagger and a note. Yeah, you kind of open it up, and as you read it, it's just more of kind of like a request, if you will, to leave in the name of Rakdos.
Okay. I'm gonna
Did you
tell the
share all
guys
this with
that
us?
I show them the note and make sure they know.
You guys do know of the guild that was clearly not present, which was the Cult of Rakdos.
There are dragon bodies in here. Are there any bodies in this room besides?
There's like about two more, kind of like if I had to go off of the image, it's kind of like behind the pillar to the right a little, no, to the left a little bit. But it's just like they will kind of place there, and when he's ready, he would grab them and kind of like pull them and start a next one.
Can I like take a look at the whole room, see if there's anything like where he was sleeping or staying here? Like I'm assuming he's been here quite a while, or at least a little while.
Go ahead and make another either investigation or perception check. If you do, I'll add a little bit to it just from your previous one.
Oh.
Okay. You think it's kind like you don't see anything first off right off the bat that looks like a which by the way I can do this much better. You don't see anything that clearly resembles like a sleeping place. There's not like a little bed to the side or whatever. You can see them like maybe like a little not a cauldron size, but like a bucket, if you will, that has what appears to be, slight muddy water or whatever. But you could assume that maybe this is what he was drinking out of.
Can we see where he was using the bathroom? Is it close to where he was drinking out of? Or...
That's
Was
so
he not- How
gross.
smart was the guy? Is what I'm asking.
You. I'm gonna say it's not next to the drinking bucket. How about that?
Okay, that's what I'm asking. Was how?
Oh
smart
darn
was
it!
the
I
guy?
mixed up the drinking bucket and the.
I forgot which
I mean,
bucket
just it.
which was which, so I'm gonna eeny meeny my. Anyways,
Grossest eeny meeny miny
as you're
mo
still
ever.
looking around, what is anybody
That's
else?
what these two cauldrons are. One is the drinking and one is the other.
As Clarence is looking about the room, what is everybody else doing?
I'm just staring at the little elemental cleaning the shield.
Elisa's cleaning the shield. I'm gonna walk up and be like, "Can I touch it?"
Sure. Just don't touch the little elemental.
I touch the dragon emblem without touching the elemental.
Okay, and the shield itself has like a slight design to it. Nothing too fancy or anything. It's just like metal that's been bent as it comes down, and then almost think of like the I already forgot what it's called. The sword from Halo has two blades kind of
Energy
coming
sword?
down. It's kind of like energy sword, as it's kind of like that, and there's a pearl, if you will, or a decent sized orb that is green, that has a decent colorish hue to it. That's in the middle of that. But yeah, you touch it and it's metal.
Oh.
Can I ritual cast Identify on it?
Well, I'm gonna get back to you in a sec because you're still looking.
So do we hear the Halo music as he touches it?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Not the
Oh
real
yeah.
thing.
Like at least nods. Sounds like the real thing to me.
It's
There,
like that wine cup that when you start to do that with, and
Yeah.
you do that and it slowly plays that.
Hell yeah.
Let's all go to a high school bathroom.
Yeah, why not?
So, any Aeth, what are you doing as?
what's the I was gonna see if I could find the object that was floating above the shield.
There is no object.
Wasn't? Okay. Or you were saying
you
something
said-
about the object.
The body was floating.
The body.
There was a body floating about 2 feet above it, 2 to 3
Is
feet
the body
above it.
still like on the ground beside it somewhere?
Yeah.
Okay.
Again, it was knocked over when that one creature was backpedaling and kind of just knocked it over without paying attention.
Okay. I'll check. I'll check on the shield, I guess.
What are you checking?
Probably the most familiar out of us with it.
I guess I'll just ask them. Is it still in one piece?
Looks like it. It's a bit dirty, but I'm cleaning it.
As
Oh,
that,
not I'm cleaning it.
Presentation be so much faster. Just out of
Hmm.
character.
Yeah, of course, but I don't have it, so.
Niall walks up.
None of us do.
It's just. So, this is the shield that you guys were talking about.
I mean, I guess I'm the Dovahki now that I have the shield.
Uh,
I wonder-
Technically, right?
As you guys
As
are
it-
talking, Clarence, you're looking about the room. You're trying to look in at everything. And while again you don't come across anything that appears to be where this person might have been sleeping or staying, you do come across what looks to be like paintings or carvings on the wall. It is hard to kind of figure out. Go ahead and make a just make it a general intelligence check.
Oh, I knew it.
Hey, it could
Um,
be worse. It could be than that one. You know.
It could be. That's true.
They are very crude looking, if you will. One seems to be, and they're about like the size of like a hand, if you will. So they're not like gigantic in any way or whatever. But one seems to have looks like 2 lines coming from its side, maybe their arms. And then there was another one that seems to be more standing up. Like it almost looks like 2 people, but they're made slight different. And then you can see almost like it's a circle around it, around the 2 images. What looks like maybe triangle or square, like very small, almost like the size of like a little bit of your pinky, but it's like slightly littered around, like maybe 10 all around.
Who's closest to me while I'm looking at it?
You're kind of like by yourself. Everybody's kind of like propped up,
They're all huddled.
going off of the image. Like at least I'm gonna assume like you're more like right there, and everybody's kind of like came up and is investigating the shield. So
Just
they're-
looking at my elemental going back and forth.
yeah, Clarence, you're like at the top part of the map, pretty much.
Okay.
So everybody else is like surrounding it, and
I'm gonna commit it to memory and then come down here and be like, "Is that the shield?"
Looks like it.
Well, I found some painting, drawings, carvings, like folk art. I don't know. It's if you guys want to come look at it, maybe you might know what it is. I don't have a clue. And then I'll show them where it is.
Can I look at the drawings? Maybe insight them?
what are you trying to insight?
Like what their purpose is?
Sure.
Wouldn't that be perception?
I'm trying to make it a role that I'm decent at.
You think it's just trying to... Really hard to say. Just the fact, like they're trying to just depict something.
These clearly depict something.
I'm just gonna walk up with the shield in my hands and the elemental going across it, and I'm just like, well, what are we supposed to look
Elemental
at?
tries to go on the bottom again.
I put it back again. No, this way.
It's not even like you have to quickly react either. It's still a snail.
No,
so it's
no,
like,
it's just like
it just
We're
gets
slowly
closer,
going
and
over
it's
the
more like
edge.
you kind of do it out of like you know what it's going to try to do, and it's just once it touches your hand, it just slightly rubs. Like your hands are slightly getting clean as it just rubs a little bit, and then it goes in the other direction.
Slug or a snail?
Like a
Yellow
both.
little
Like it
cube,
doesn't.
isn't
It doesn't matter. It's a cube. It's a little cube.
Oh,
Is
it's
what.
gelatinous
It's,
cube.
it's like a little cube with
It's
cubes.
it's a legit. It's a little cube.
Oh no.
Just like the little ice cube sized cubes you can plunk
And
down
it's like
and
as
start
if you were since you went over to look at like again this is like you can hold it in your even in your hands and it's still like you could squeeze
Well-
it and probably kill it just by a squeeze. That's how small it is. But as it leaves from one spot of a dirty or used to be dirty spot on the shield, it's just now sparkling clean.
Garbu's gonna eat it.
I'm just gonna lean down to the
If
shield.
you're
I'm
gonna
just
eat it, I'm gonna
watching
attack you.
move. I'm just watching it move across the field.
If
It's,
you
Enthralled
actually
with
try to
this-
eat it, I'm
gonna
gonna
eat it.
attack you.
it's
He's
the
gonna
only one
I'm
of
just
its
enthralled
kind.
with this tiny creature moving. I'm just staring.
Oh, is she?
at it.
Is she? Are you actually making the movement to eat it?
No, I'm just staring at it.
No,
Like,
I'm like
it's-
talking at Clarence. If Clarence is gonna do that.
No, I'm not. I'm not a heathen.
Okay,
just
I would say,
on the
I would
shield,
say,
I'm just
because I still have my story formed, but I would have fucking shot an arrow at your face
Yeah,
if you tried to eat it.
let's be real here. I'm a civilized gentleman. I have an intelligence of 17. Okay.
No, I was about to say.
Like
Alright.
I assume
Otherwise
you're
you-
holding the shield like it's a plate or something. And
Yeah.
Garby's just like standing on his tippy toes with like just his eyes peeking over the edge, watching this thing move. He's just enthralled
Kinda
like
creepy.
it's cartoon.
Is your like little lizard snout like hanging onto the edge of it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just looking at the wall things.
It's like
And, like, trying to
a
make
little
sense-
kid
Oh.
watching
What do you-
Saturday Morning
I'm just trying to
Oh.
make sense of it.
Can I
Okay.
ritual cast detect magic now?
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
is
Now
that-
you can.
Okay,
And you go ahead and make an intelligence check, Elise.
Sure, hell yeah, I'm really good at those.
And Clarence, as you're,
4 doesn't make any sense to me.
we'll give you a second. It takes 10 minutes to ritual cast anyway.
Wait, that's super.
Elise, you this even with your knowledge and background, it just seems like it's so old. That's what most of you are starting to get. You're not quite sure what this is depicting, but it's just that bad and that old, if you will.
Can
Yeah, I
look at
can't
my
make any
roll?
sense of it.
You know who'd be great for this? Living in Verdant here. He had like a plus 10 to history, I think, or something.
I mean, Arista had like insane rolls on everything as well, so.
Hmm.
But I'm not Arista, so I don't give a shit. Like Elise looks at it, looks old, looks back at the shield again. This is more interesting anyway.
Maybe we could here. We could tell some of the people here who do bring the shield back about this place. Maybe they would have an idea.
I mean,
But is
Don't
it
they have to-
something that should be kept secret?
We can keep
I don't
it
think-
in here, and I hold up the bag of holding that only holds 5 items.
I don't think we can keep this secret. Should know
no,
about
I'm just gonna. I like the shield. It's shiny now.
We have the
Only until
note
we
for
get
proof.
back.
Yeah, so like we could turn it in.
We could keep the note and the shield in here. We'd still have room for 3 items.
I mean, I could actually use the shield whilst we're going back. I don't know. I assume it's better than the normal shield.
I just figured if we keep it secret, it might be better in case somebody sees us with it. I kind of
try and take it.
that idea.
Mm.
Well,
Well, I mean, they were able to take it from champions.
Yeah, I mean, like if they're gonna take it, like if they're all the
Whatever.
people looking for it in the wrong direction anyway.
As you guys are talking, like Niall, he looks like he's going to each individual, like whether it's a corpse or the pile, and it's like he's just trying to take notes to trying to at least make some sort of headway into his case that he's working on.
Is this over here anything? Do we see this?
I would assume so.
This like stairway. So it is there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I
Sorry,
see it.
I'm sorry. There's some things that I play with the map and some things I don't, just because.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if that was just part of the map. Because you didn't really mention it when Clarence was looking around the room, so I didn't know if it was actually there or not.
Well, that's like, in a way, it's just obvious, so I'm not. But sorry, there is going to be some things on like a bunch of maps that I play with, so it's great to always ask. And there's going to be things that I don't, just because map things. So
If we go that way, at least we wouldn't have to deal with the two others.
I kind of agree with that.
See where the leads out of. We could probably get back to the boats.
I did take all the nails back out of the one I made, or at least as many as I could get out in 10 minutes.
There's 2 rowboats, so be able to split up into 2 people or not 2 people, but 2 groups in a rowboat.
So as your ritual cast detect, what was it? Detect magic,
Yeah, identify.
or
Yeah.
He did the identify on the shield.
oh,
and I
is
think
that
he
what
was
you
gonna
did?
do detect magic.
Yeah.
I thought you
identify
was-
on the shield.
I thought you used detect magic or detect.
I
magic.
said the wrong one. got it
Okay, you're
backwards.
identifying.
I can ritual cast detect.
I just want to make
magic
sure
if
it's the
we
right
also
one.
No,
do
I was
that.
just trying to make sure I get back to him.
Yeah.
Okay, identify.
I just want to make sure it's the real shield.
You identify it. You do pick up something of like faint magic, not fake, faint magic coming from it. I don't know what fake magic will give off, but it will give off fake magic.
Artificial magic. It's not. It's not
Probably really
real
like
magic.
enchantment or something, like a very clear like
It was
some spell is cast in this.
Antibiotic
Transmutate.
free, pesticide free.
Enchantment, transmutation, something like that. Abjuration. But
This floor is made of tiles, right?
It's
Looks like stone.
it's not
And most, or is
tiles.
it just stone?
It's more like kind of go with a cave, so it's more not like somebody came in and stoned it out, but they just got it to be a little bit more flatter. So, what do you
Can I
guys do?
just kind of take my hammer and try and chip the stone underneath of where one of the lines is inside of that giant rune, just so that it'll be broken?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Easy enough.
I know a little bit about magic.
Okay.
Break the circle.
All right. Anybody else doing anything?
I think I'm like, are we gonna leave then?
It's about time we do leave. Yes.
I
Can
mean,
I go over
it's-
to Nilo and ask him if he's gonna come with us or if he wants to stay behind.
Okay, he's currently over at the cultist, and he's like really looking in and investigating.
Be like,
you tell him about the Rakdos thing? Because I think he was still chasing the other one down the hallway when you found that.
oh, okay. Yeah, I'll
Kill-
explain the stuff that I saw, and then I'll be like, did you want to come with us, or did you need any help real quick?
So I want to just see, out of pure curiosity, he wouldn't have hit it. So that creature was still down the hall, unless he.
1 minute, it'll start heading back.
You know, I'll say
Go ahead.
this. I'll say he took care of it. DM said
Okay.
so. Anyways,
Yeah,
back to your question.
Did you? We're probably gonna leave. Did you want to come with us, or did you need some help real quick? You helped us. I feel like it'd be pretty fair.
Oh, yeah, no, I think I'd like to. I'm almost done. Give me like a few more, a minute or two to, and as he has his notepad just, as he's just writing stuff down, and he's just kind of going over it. So as you guys, finish up, he's just kind of closes his notebook and he's like, "All right, was there anything else? We good?
We're
I
good.
think so.
Yeah.
All
We're
right.
good.
Do you guys know the way?
We were gonna try those stairs, and then I'll show him the stairs.
Yeah, that seems to be fair.
Let's be
Yes.
careful with the stairs at least.
Not it on being in the front.
Mhm. All right, you want to go ahead? You can. A quick break. Gotta love it. So we'll be right back. Welcome back. Oh,
Cole?
Cole said no. All right. Well, welcome back. So, Garbu, you're leading the pack out of
Roll a
the.
15 investigation to see if there's any sort of traps or.
Okay. As you are kind of walking through and you're slightly down low trying to look for traps and stuff like that. It's not necessarily too long until like it's a lot more of going up, but you don't come across any traps, but you come across what appears to be a dead end. And I'll go off of your 15, which let us stop that. As you guys get up to the dead end part, Aeth.
Who is dead? Deceased.
Aeth, you good?
Cole, you there?
Yes. No. Yes.
Maybe.
No.
Maybe try adding him in Discord.
Maybe.
I heard something. Oh.
His Discord always seems to be the one that messes up. Make sure check your microphone, right? I wonder if it's doing the same thing like earlier.
Well, it shows him making noise now for me.
I mean, it does,
I
but
think it's glitched.
Yeah, but no sounds coming through.
the joys of Discord.
Joy's having shit internet.
Okay, well, I can save it later. That's fine. As hopefully he will get that going. You
there?
do come across what appears to be a lever that Garber you can pretty much grab and lift. Are you
Oh,
good?
lift. So
AF?
it's more like
Pull, lift. Okay. So as you guys were going, Niall, who kind of like touches your shoulder, AF, and he's just, do you have a minute?
Sure. I got a minute.
And as the rest of the party kind of is pushing up the tunnel, and this was before you get to the lever, he just
if Niall kills you, I just want to say I was right about him being the new Natalie.
he just kind of leans in and he's just everything all right with you?
Fine.
Let's just say my eyes can see everything. I'm just making sure you're all right.
I'm all right.
Do they know about it?
Not yet. Something I haven't really said to the others yet. I don't want them judging me differently, I guess.
Well, seems like it isn't holding you back, but I can also see where that could be a hindrance.
I
But
may say something to them.
that's none of my business. So why don't we go and catch up?
Of course.
So as we go back forward a little bit, and Gerber, you go ahead and just pull the lever. Pull the lever.
Without a
Wrong
thought in my
lever.
mind, as soon as I see it, I pull it.
Okay. As the trapdoor opens up.
Wrong
I
lever.
still have a hold of this thing,
But-
so
but-
everybody else is falling while I
but
hold on
what-
to the lever.
That's obviously not a thing, but what does open up is you can hear like a very rough of sound like stone grinding stone as the dead end is now slowly lifting, and you can now see in front of you the small alcove of the really mushed up dead bodies that you guys were previously seeing. So,
Should we start making our way to the
Taken away.
rowboats? Making our way? Or do you want us to
I
Maybe
rest
think
we
we
go
can
here?
get there without running into those two guys.
Maybe.
Are they back in the cave?
make a perception check.
Natural 1.
Hey, right in the middle.
You don't hear anything.
We're good. They're not back yet.
Alright.
Excuse me.
As we're walking, can I try to? I don't know if the shield is actually magical in some way, but I'm gonna try that anyway. As we're walking, can I just attune to the shield? Try to tune to the shield.
As the little cube's still going. Do you finally let it go on the backside?
Maybe. Just
uh,
after seeing the front. I mean, it's been a while, so it's probably at some point it's gonna be.
you're
Done
going
cleaning the
to
front.
let's go ahead and put you guys.
I don't know what
back
it does, but I like the idea of trying to tune to it.
in. Okay.
Kills everyone in a 20-foot radius around you.
Even
as
the cube.
Can we boat all the way to the Golden Summit?
Up the river? Upstream
Yeah.
paddling?
you definitely
Maybe.
would have to go upstream first off.
Yeah.
We could walk the upstream portion and then create another boat if we take all the nails out of the current.
That's why. Can
Don't
we?
forget don't forget the horse and the car you so preciously wanted to keep.
I don't know. We used our last money to get it, but I don't. I mean, we could also ride the boat to there and then get off and ride it.
Technically, it's been what, 2 days since we, or 1 day
You're-
since we
At
left?
gonna-
least
2 days.
make a Arcana check.
I'm really good at those.
Yay! Wait,
I'm
was
gonna
that
guide
the-
myself.
He's been holding the shield.
Oh, look at that! Look at that! Hell yeah!
+4.
23.
You
Oh,
can
that's not enough.
you can feel as something's there, but for whatever reason, you're not able to attune to it. You don't feel a
Okay.
connection.
So like looks at the shield, and then like wonders just like. And she like whispers to it. I guess someone has to earn you, right? Like trying to make sure that no one hears it. So it's like does someone has to earn you?
Make a make a check. Whatever you think is best. I want to see how you describe why you chose that one.
Like it's okay, you can tell me your secrets, and then I'll just say, I'll roll persuasion, see if I can convince the shield to talk back to me.
I like it.
18. Pretty good. I'm rolling really well on
it-
random shit.
It doesn't talk back to you.
Do I get a feeling from it?
No.
Okay then, keep your secrets.
So you guys, after you know, I want to say because of time, you guys can camp out in the forest or continue pushing, but it is time to, or that time to where you either rest to get a long rest or you gain 1 exhaustion.
We never encountered those 2 other ones.
As far as you know, no.
And when we get
Where
back,
we're at, is it sheltered? Like, is it kind of covered? Because you said the way the door opened up, I would assume there's something over top of us, right?
No, when you opened the door, it just led you back into the cave
we're
where
in
you
the
guys.
cave where the dead bodies are.
Yeah.
Okay, it's not. I thought you meant outside looking.
No,
at
no,
the-
no, no, no.
yeah.
So like, pretty much, it's like it led you down like in a very slightly long way to the fight that you had, but this had almost a little bit better of a straight shot, but it was more of a hidden path. So you couldn't get to it when you guys first came into the cave because there was a hidden door, if you will. But because it's now activated and kind of left open, it can now be accessed anytime. So you guys are just in the upper portion of the cave, and you just have to walk out.
Yep.
You really should have invested in making the main entrance to this cave hidden.
They probably weren't expecting anybody to find this cave.
Where do you guys want to camp? Because I don't know about you, but I'm pretty tired.
I don't mind camping in here, but maybe some people with more offended senses might not mind this, or might mind the smell.
Yeah, I'm good.
Maybe a bit away from the cave, just in case
I
those
don't
two patrollers.
exactly know how I feel about laying next to a couple of dead bodies, but then again, I was in that mess for a couple of days.
I'd rather not lay next to dead bodies.
We could go outside and try to find somewhere decent.
Yeah,
If
Nice
I
little
hadn't
do
turned
that.
alcove.
undead, I could make us a small shack worth less than 100 gold.
It'd be very tiny, not
It'd
to
have
fit
to be
every.
within a 10-foot cube.
It won't fit
think.
everybody, that's for
Yeah.
sure.
Stand in it.
Or we could go back to the beach and turn some of the rowboats upside down and sleep under those.
That might take us a few hours to get there, though.
How far can we go without getting exhaustion? Can we
Could
make
we
it to the
make
boat?
it to the
You
beach
can
without...
stay in that same spot on the map. That's as far as you can go. Because again, each portion is a what 5? Yeah. Oh. Hold on. How do I have it set? Let me make sure. I want to tell you correctly.
15 miles.
Yeah. Each one is 15 miles, so like you ain't gonna be able to get out of that spot. You can be in the woods in that spot, but
Okay.
you can't like trying to push forward some. It's like one of those that I can make you roll, not roll, but I can give you exhaustion, but you guys could take a rest at the beach, which is fine, but you will be staying later in the day
Okay.
to get that exhaustion gone.
You guys brought a tent, right? For the event? We could just go camp out in the woods. Me and Clarence have a tent. My parents packed it for me.
I'm okay with that. We probably shouldn't have a fire, but tent I think would be okay.
We have tent and bedrolls.
need-
We'd be plenty warm.
I got bedroll. Do that if you guys want.
At least do you agree?
He
Um,
shrugs.
I do have to tell everyone something. Your camp.
We already know about your arm.
And you're an angel.
Yeah.
It's not that. It's something else.
I mean, it's okay if you also like other men. It's not really an issue.
I don't really see other people like that.
Oh, okay. Well, just saying, like, if you did, it would be okay.
Yeah, there's no. Wait, are you talking about the romantic kind? Yeah. It's
Yeah, what
alright.
else?
I'm sorry, I don't get those kind of emotions, so it's
Romantic
kind of
like
hard
in the plays?
to feel, I guess.
Unlucky.
Do you
Pretty
feel
nice.
this and I try to pinch his, like, calf?
Mine or his?
No, the Nihil. I just try to pinch his calf as best as I can.
Like as you're doing it, like you are able to kind of like pinch the skin a little bit. And he's just like, could you quit?
So you do feel it?
Yes.
So it's not that hard to feel.
That was pretty deep.
He's just, I don't know what to say to that.
Anyway, we're
Well,
getting off topic. What were you gonna say? Or did I ruin your
well,
mood?
maybe we could find a camp and I could tell everyone, I guess.
Yeah, let's do that.
All right.
Who wants the lead to find our camp?
You guys just want to like kind of camp on the way to the beach, or you guys like kind of
Yeah.
going a slightly different way out of
I-
pure curiosity?
The
Should we
two
camp-
undeads are just walking between here and the beach, aren't they?
I'm just asking.
So a
For-
bit outside of it then?
for
Can I
pure-
look for a spot that's not there? Like specifically on the like path we took up, but like it's pretty secluded.
Make a perception or perception check. Why not?
I think he was hoping for investigation.
I wasn't
Didn't
going to
say
give it to him.
Investigation.
anything. I didn't say anything. Oh,
Natural 20, hell yeah. Look at them go.
So you know that you're looking for something that's secluded, if you will, and you guys kind of know like the path that you're on. Pretty much anything around you is secluded. As this whole like, there's not even the only way that you can really tell that the path that you're on is what appears to be maybe very small or slightly unnoticed drag marks in the dirt.
Ah, shit.
go ahead and set up camp then.
Get the tent out, start setting it up.
Bed rolls and snacks.
Before we forget, why don't you go ahead and take a ration from you guys?
Yay!
Yay,
Mine
right.
are in the bag of holding.
Every day we take a ration is the day we're not dead.
If we run out of rations, I'm going to eat someone's shoe.
I mean, I can cast good berries, but it's more fun to eat the rations.
So, what are you guys doing on your as people gathering and setting up? Are you guys making a fire out of curiosity as well?
Mm, I would. I think I said no. I think that was like
we set up our tent and put our bedrolls
I'm
down.
just
Yeah.
asking to make sure.
no.
No.
So as you guys are just setting up your tent, it's dark. You feel as though the woods probably make it a little bit more darker than what usual darkness is.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna
But-
do shifts.
Well, before we do shifts, it's say I haven't been entirely honest with everyone, I guess.
Are you the bad guy?
I hope not. He starts to take his the top of his armor off. The top piece of his armor. Slowly, I guess, unrolling both sleeves of his shirt, and he'll hold out his left hand and take his spectacles off, and he would snap his finger, and I guess there's a little bit of light. He does cast a cantrip light, but then also you notice his appearance change. Instead of his cleaner cut facade, I guess, you see horrible scars covering his arms, and it seems that they do extend past that to the chest area. You see, where the forearm was, where he did lose his arm, you see a very horrible, cauterized scar. His other arm has got covered in third-degree burns. But the most noticeable thing is you notice that his eyes are not there. They were cut out. It looks like the scars from that.
Are you okay?
I
That's
mean,
a lot.
he looks kind of
is.
dead.
Yeah.
I can, I can assure you, I've always looked like this with everyone for the last 5 years.
How many
So-
fingers am I holding up?
I
Ye-
can't see them.
You can't.
So he can't see.
So how do
Do it
you
5. I was holding up
operate?
5.
How do you function?
My friend helps me with it's one of her gifts she gave me.
Oh, like Garbo and the Dragon?
Kinda, yes.
The platinum
Cool.
dragon.
I mean, that's cool. I'm sorry to. Did you want to talk about how it happened?
I can if you all want me to.
If you're comfortable.
Sure. I mean, I deserve. I think you deserve my honesty, so I shall give you my honesty. Um, when I when I when it happened, I was a guard and I was a city watch guard in the my hometown. My father was the captain. Uh, during that time, we were basically doing shifts, and there was from what the Thief they told me at Zfun was they were getting reports of either they were going to attack the city or our village. They weren't entirely sure. Well, we did get attacked. Uh, most of the city watch guards were killed. I trying to help people escape. I ended up killing somebody that the leader didn't like and decided to make a take exception to that and kind of waves his hand up and down a little bit like this happened. I
Wow,
was left for
that's
dead. I was left for dead, and my friends she saved my life.
Who's your
did it.
friend?
Minnie. She's the one that has helped me with being able to navigate without my guys.
I recognize that name. I recognize that name.
You do?
It's a creature of the Fae.
Oh, the
Yeah.
Fae. That's cool. Garbo, is yours a creature of the Fae?
No, it's a god.
Bahamut isn't Bahamut a dragon god?
No, the platinum dragon.
Yeah. Well, the dragon god, I guess.
Yeah. It's big good dragon.
That's one way of putting it. Yes.
Yeah.
You're
So
not wrong. You're not, you're
did
not
it
wrong.
like burn
It's the biggest
everything?
goodest dragon.
Like everything?
They.
You don't have a
It-
tail.
I do not have a tail. No, they they uh, they they didn't burn that.
Good,
I
good,
guess.
good.
But it's gone. What happened to your
I-
tail?
I do not have a tail, unfortunately.
Oh, you're just one of those people who don't have a tail like Clarence.
Yes.
I have a
And
tail.
Aw. No, you don't. Golf
Sorry,
also has
misunderstanding. Thought we were talking about something else. Just continue.
Uh, well,
tails.
no, I got more scars and burn scars. But that's the extent of it.
Are your legs scarred?
They are.
So, what's your
Mhm.
goal in life now? To get revenge on those
I-
who did this to you?
My goal is to find my brothers, my mother, and my sister.
And you know they're still alive, or just
I yeah, that's the only thing I have left. I hope they're still alive. I've been trying to find them for the last 5 years.
Is that why you joined the guards?
Yes. I was hoping someone might have heard something or might have seen something, seen them, or given me any information about them. But so far, nothing. At least I
Well,
noticed tentacles
I mean, we
back
could keep an eye out. I'm not really good at finding people, but guess if we find a lead, we could maybe look for them. I don't know. See if, depending on what happens once we return, as he like pats the shield on the back. If when we return this thing,
um, yes. I will keep the illusion up.
do whatever makes you feel comfortable. I mean, I guess it's mostly for other people. I don't really care.
Are they still after you?
I mean, they probably think he's dead.
They
I mean,
kinda that.
it's like she points at him and like points him like up and down and like like if you mutilate someone like that, do you think they're gonna live?
No, probably not.
Well, probably not. They probably think
That's
he's
what
dead.
Garber does to rats. So
But
And then you eat them. You hold them over a fire on a stick, and then you eat them.
wasn't lying.
okay. Anyway, thank you
Sorry
for
to
that.
unload this
But
on you.
and but no, it's like it's mostly for other people. I don't care. I guess people get scared of shit like this all the time, but I mean, this what it is, right?
Are stick rats not a normal delicacy?
We're weird.
I don't know how you guys hop subjects so easily.
It's
ADHD.
Like he,
talent.
like he's trying to like share something really intimate and important to him, and you guys are like stick rat. I'm like,
Sorry.
okay.
It's quite a talent though. It's alright. I got 3 younger brothers. They were kind of like that too.
Don't know what it's like to have brothers. Anyway,
I have a
Does
sister.
it hurt bad?
The scars?
Yeah.
Sometimes. I do go to check on Zepham. There is one of my father's old friends helps make sure I'm alright, I guess. But it, I get used to it, I guess,
Are,
as much as I can.
aren't there any clerics or priests, like really high level ones, that could help you out?
I mean they could, but that's really expensive.
Expensive. And I have to live with these. I can't. I still feel that I failed in my duty, and I can't just forget that.
Well,
Would you like me to say a prayer for you when I talk to the Platinum Dragon?
I won't force you. If you want to, you can.
Maybe send you my thoughts and prayers?
But I'm not dead.
I mean, you kind of look like it, not to be mean. It's already kind of been established.
I understand. Do you want me to keep the illusion up for your own comfort?
I don't care.
We don't care. I'm a goblin. He's a lizard. We're all different.
She's tall.
I mean,
She is tall.
I mean it's mostly if you don't want to like recast it once you in case someone shows up. You know, I don't know.
I didn't really cast it. She kind of did that for me.
I mean, it's whatever you feel comfortable with. And if it makes you like, I think most people wouldn't be comfortable. They would probably look at you, scream, and run away. But you know,
Yeah.
it's up to you.
Mask brings comfort. You can keep it on.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I better gotta keep up appearances some way. So the illusion. Well, I'll hold the cane up. Speak, speak to the cane in Sylvan. I did drop the illusion. Is it alright if you bring it back up? I'm so sorry.
Um, as he kind of like talks to his cane for a moment, almost like a veil being placed back over as
Well,
it is redone.
you want us to take a look at your cane? See if we can maybe fix your sword thing?
Uh, if if you guys think you can fix it, I really appreciate that.
Maybe in the morning I could try to.
All right.
Maybe
Well, if you
be
want to look
better
at
when
it
I
right
have.
now,
Maybe me and you can take the last watch and I can try to do some fixing, if that's okay
sure.
with you, Clarence.
All right. So who's taking first watch?
I can take it since I'll be awake for a little while.
Go ahead and make
Okay,
a
check.
perception check.
Better than I
Um,
thought.
as we're sure of, that's really loud. As the wind picks up and it's you don't hear too much when it comes to anything else besides natural. I could. Okay, no, that's just fucking annoying. Sorry, it's just that was annoying. As uh, the nighttime creatures, whether from insects to small animals, tend to start to roam around. You look around just trying to see anything. You do see like two yellow eyes, almost like they're staring like right at you. But your vision, as you kind of take just a slight forward step, like trying to gauge of what it is, you can see the outlook of Niall as he's not immediately like next to you guys. He's just slightly off, and it looks like he's just propped against a tree, just sitting back.
Can I go over and like approach him?
Yeah.
Hey, are you awake?
As his eyes like kind of like for like a couple of seconds, and then they start to kind of like blink a little bit, and he's what can I do for you?
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to wake you up. I thought you were awake. I can leave you alone if you want to go back to sleep.
I don't really sleep. Sorry if I threw you off. It's more of a kind of being easy on the whatever's inside. I do have to rest a little bit, but I'm still awake. So
Okay.
I thought it would be a little bit easier for me if I distanced myself slightly and maybe just see a little bit more of a view in case somebody misses something.
Well, you're an investigator, right?
Yes, I am.
So I've been kind of doing a little investigation of my own, looking for somebody.
All right.
He's been gone for a long time. I actually don't know what he looks like now. Um, but it's my dad. Um, and I was just wondering if you'd heard anything about him on your travels. I'm gonna go into like describe him the best I know, like from like a small child's perspective, because that's the last time I saw him.
Well, and he kind of just leans forward a little bit, and he's just trying to go off of memory is a lot tougher than you think. There's a lot of details that tend to get fogged up and replaced by something that could have recently happened, if you will. But according to your descriptions, I'm sorry, no, as far as I'm aware, I have not seen or met or heard anything of the physicality. I can, you, if you want, I can look into it. I guess you can say it's a favor being done since you all helped me out back there. I can do the kindness. It's not that I charge a lot or anything like that. Just there is somebody back in Rockeye, if you will, that who's been looking after me, and so I do gotta earn a little bit of coin. So, but no, for real, I'll gonna need a lot of details, that's for sure. But where are you guys heading to now that you have your shield?
Well, I know we're gonna go back to the Golden Summit and try to turn the shield in for the reward. After that, I don't know. This was a temporary thing. I mean, I think we work well together, but I'm not sure everybody's gonna want to stay together for the long haul. I think we'll probably end up splitting.
I see. Wow. Y'all do seem to have a little bit of chemistry, if you will. A little bit of tactics, but obviously that's y'all's choice. Kinda hate to see groups being formed and disband. But anyways, I can at least travel with you to the Golden Summit and maybe along the way get a couple of details from you. Well, at least whatever you know, and try to piece together. But
yeah. And if you've ever got any pointers, because I'm going to be looking for myself as well, if you see anything in the way I'm looking at things, or I'm always open for learning. So feel free. Just critique in whatever way you can. I want to find him eventually.
well, maybe not now, but I can try to teach you a little thing or two how to pay attention to, if you will. So, but yeah, I'll let me think about it.
Thank you. And then I'll probably excuse myself then.
Okay.
Go back, take the end of my shift.
As you so do, at least you said you're picking up second.
Yeah.
If you'll go ahead and make a perception for me.
10. Well, that's much better.
Okay. As you're sitting there, out of pure curiosity.
You wondering if I'm gonna do some shit? I'm gonna do some shit.
What are you doing? As you're
I think Elise is just gonna look around, and then looks at where everyone's looking, and then probably sneaks off a little bit on her own. And like she knows she's supposed to watch them, but still in like earshot distance in case something happens. And then she sits down, sort of looks up at the sky through the woods, see if there's any stars she can see or not.
As you kind of look through the canopy of some places, being in a whole other area does highlight new stars that you haven't seen before.
Mm.
And so yeah.
And then she takes out the shield from her bag. And like she has put the elemental back in its case a long time ago now. Sort of looks at the clean shield. And then she's like, I'm curious. And then I will expend a starry form to activate the dragon. the dragon constellation, and she will take out her crystal as well and put it like next to the sort of like jam it a little bit into the ground so it can stand straight up a little bit next to the shield. And then she looks at it, like tries to look at the dragon, and she's like, "Do you know what this is?"
Okay. So just to make sure, you summoned your astral dragon, if you will, and trying to see if it knows about this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Knowing, well, she's sort of hoping that the thing linked to it might answer in some way. It's like, this seems special. I don't know what it is exactly, but you know, dragons and you're a little dragon, you know, I don't know.
Well, I'll give you an Arcana check with advantage.
Let's see. It's gonna be a 12 actually, because when I have the dragon out, I can't roll below a 10.
Okay.
What?
As the
That's the thing. That's the thing.
Awesome.
As
I can't roll Arcana
the
checks below 10.
the dragon
And wisdom checks, by the way.
is kind of surfacing it like, you know, a predator with a prey, but he's obviously trying to look at it, and it's just looking and looking, and you kind of get the feeling of not any recognition.
Okay. I mean, I tried. She says this thing is something important. I don't know. I feel something inside. She just full on talks to the dragon, knowing that it probably won't talk back, but she's just full on talking to it. I mean, seems special. People fight over it, so I don't know. And then they send out so many people looking for it, and I can feel there's something inside of it, but it doesn't really respond. I tried to convince it to come out, but it didn't want to come out, so I don't know.
Why not? As you're kind of talking and stuff like that, you get a sense of feeling of question on the special.
Question on the special.
Like it's questioning that statement in particular.
Oh, well, and then she looks at the dragon, and then, what do you mean it's not special? Just some random shield that people think is special. And they just fight over it because it looks fancy. I mean, that would be kind of weird, so... I mean, it does make sense though, because people fight over a lot of things that don't make sense.
Entire war over a bucket in northern Italy.
It seems as though it's latching on to one of your earlier statements. That after you kind of questioned what you were receiving and you said a bunch of other things, it's kind of latching on one of the first statements.
like she looks at it and she's like, well, I talk a lot and I forget things. Do I need to repeat it? Then you tell me which one it was. Like, she just looks at it. I mean, like, I don't know what's special about this. I mean, it doesn't seem special in a way to me, but there's magic somewhat in it, and then people fight over it. I don't know why they fight over it.
That second part that you feel it trying to guide you back to. Not special.
So it's just a shield. Well, I guess we can just give it back to them, and then if it's just a shield, I don't know. I mean, get money for it, and people think it's important, so I mean, it will give us some, I don't know, reputation, I guess, and money. And she just keeps staring at the dragon and is like, well, thank you for trying to help at least. The door for the cat. The cat just came in. Meow. Yeah. Yeah, I'm still here. She looks at she like just holds the crystal up and like sort of looks at the shield again. And then she like holds up the crystals to the stars. I mean, like, look, you haven't seen these before.
As you're doing that and kind of showing off, you can along with your passive, I'll say, is you kind of pick up a presence that is close to you, but it's not like it's threatening anyway. Just like more of you being watched for like a split moment, and then you kind of don't feel it no more.
Sort of looks around. Well, something's there. Hello?
You just hear, sorry, I was just looking.
Okay. That's okay. I just didn't want to wake up the other people because I know they don't, you know. Do you not sleep?
As he kind of starts coming back, and you can, feel that presence again, but it's not. It's almost hardly noticeable now, the fact that you know he's here and know that something is there talking to you, and it's just, in a way, no. I'm more of sleep with my eyes open, if you will.
Mm.
It's kind of weird.
I mean,
Notice that a lot of other folks can't do that, but I just don't need the things that you all do.
technically I don't sleep either. You know how elves work, right? Or do you not know that?
I know very little. I know that you folk are more driven when it's depending on what you try to accomplish. I know that, kind of like what you said, some of y'all can go in a less sleep state, if you will, and kind of investigate it a little bit, trying to see if it made any sense to me, but I just don't need sleep.
Neither do we. It's just meditating. Specifically states for the record, elves don't need sleep either. So we meditate. It's like a thing you do. It's sort of they teach you when you're a kid. It's like a way for us to dream.
Kind of pulls out a little notepad and like makes something and puts it back up.
So I think you would find it weirdly difficult to sneak up on elves sometimes, even when they look like they're not doing anything.
True. There are some people I haven't been able to get a peek at, if you know what I mean, but to some others, they're not quite as quick in the mind, if you will.
Well, if you don't mind, I'm gonna show my friend the sky a little bit more, and then I'm gonna come back if that's okay.
Oh no! Again, sorry to intrude. Just a habit, if you will, and kind of starts walking away.
Okay, I'll just continue showing the crystal, even like in the little dragon, the night sky, and then after a bit, I'll take back the shield and go back again.
It's you notice kind of like in your orb as you're kind of showing it a little bit, almost like what you originally see on there, right? Kind of like the area that you're used to, the constellation. It almost looks like it got a little bit smaller, and it almost looks like part of it is slightly expanding in what little areas you can see. So, but anything else? Okay.
I guess I'll just hide my crystal again, and well, the form lasts only 10 minutes, so after that expires, I'll just go back and wake up the next ones, I guess, after a while.
All right. Garbu and Aeth. Everybody else can go ahead and do their long rest. As you two wake up.
Ah,
Hi.
hello.
Let me get out some nails.
And I'll walk over to Clarence's bag of holding and start pulling out some nails quietly as I can to try not to wake him up.
As you guys are doing this as well. Sorry. Guys, go ahead and upgrade your characters to level 4. Now, you're sore as hell, but go ahead and make that upgrade while we're doing this.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Classes. Oop, I closed it by accident. Classes.
I'll take care of you, Clarence.
That's what I was gonna check. I was like, can I?
But anyways, continue.
You yeah. You grab some stuff.
I'm level 4 now.
So I roll 1d8 for that. Oh, great.
You gotta roll hit dice.
Yep. That was a bad one.
Yes, it was.
And we get an abilities for improvement at 4? I do.
At this moment, Garbu and Aeth, go ahead and continue your thing.
Sorry, I was just going ahead and entering the basic stuff. I'll do the rest later. But yeah. I'll pull out the nails as quietly as I can, trying not to wake up Clarence. And I'll come back and I'll be like,
What is your cane made out of?
She said she got it from the Feywild.
I'll try to make a patch for it. If I'm not, I don't know if it's. Does it look like metal to me with my knowledge of forgery? Not forgery, but forging.
Go ahead and make a just make a history.
why are you always picking the bad rolls for me? Why am I always rolling good on the bad rolls?
Because I can. And yeah, it seems pretty simple to where the cane, it's almost like a more, I guess you could say, a little bit more of a sophisticated, where instead of where somebody had a blade in the cane and you kind of pull it out, this is just kind of like it does like a slight shift and the blade kind of just comes out and the cane kind of goes and hides.
Could you shift it to be the sword so I can repair the sword?
Yeah. Right. I'll say it in Sylvan. To the cane as I change the cane from the cane to the sword.
I don't know, Sylvan. To me, you're just speaking a different language.
It sounds nice. How big is the crack on the sword?
I think you had 2 more swings left, if I'm not correct. So it's
2 more swings.
Well, you did 1 hit already.
Yeah, I had 4, and then I
okay.
swung 1.
So then, yeah, 3 more then. So it's like looks like a crack is beginning.
Would you like me to try to seal the crack with just carbon steel? Or not steel. It's just cast iron. These nails.
I can't see the nail.
Would you like me to use some silver pieces? I don't really have enough gold, I don't think. But I think I could probably seal it with 10 silver.
I leave it to your judgment.
I mean, this one's gonna be free, but if I do the 10 silver, I'm gonna need you to repay me.
I
I'll
can
do
if
a flat rate, no upcharge.
I can give you the 10 silver too, though.
Okay, if you want it repaired with silver, I can do that. If you have the 10 silver.
I'll pull out 10 silver and hand it over.
I figure 10 silver is probably enough to seal the crack, right, DM? Like,
Yeah,
seal it. I don't
I'll
know
be
how
fine
much
with
you're
that.
gonna say it needs. Okay. I
It's
figured silver might look better, cause isn't your cane sword like white or something? But
I don't,
it
I
was
don't think there's a
clear.
color to it. No.
Oh,
No, it's an elven long.
But
it's like
Uh,
silverish already, probably.
yeah.
Okay. Then I'll start my hour-long class feature to try and make 100 gold worth seal for this cane sword, or as high value of a seal as I can go if it's under 100 gold.
Ah,
And I'll
I
just be
do.
tapping. I'll tap like once on the sword, once on the silver, once on the sword, once on the silver.
it there is a kind of like, when it's just a slight color change. But it looks like you have to really look at it to know uh if if there's a difference, but just by pure glance it looks the same. I'm trying to think.
At one point, I'll look over my shoulder to Eighth, and I'll be like, "Can you keep watch while I'm doing this?"
Yes, I can. It, it's not like when I drove the cart.
Eighth just walks off into the woods the wrong direction.
No, I'll keep watching.
uh
Okay, listening.
Go ahead and make a survival check or insight, one or the other. I keep forgetting what I keep making you do.
I don't mind insight.
No, don't do insight. Do survival. That's stupid.
Okay. Survival.
Hey.
16.
Okay. Besides the fact that uh um I'm already blanking on stuff. Niall is watching you guys. No, everything seems to be pretty quiet.
It seems like we're in the clear right now.
I'm
Yeah.
just busy working away. Ting 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 ting.
Okay.
Uh,
Go ahead
you
and
remind me of my.
no, ignore me.
You want me to roll forge tools?
No. I don't.
I was gonna say I
Uh,
already used the artisan's blessing.
Nah, I don't care.
Okay.
You and Garbu remind me of my brothers. How close you two are.
I am Garbu.
Or Clarence, sorry. Still
Garbu.
early in the morning.
So me and Clarence. Okay, I understand now. I mean, we're basically brothers. Like he's my only friend.
Wow.
I don't really think I can count like the uh, monks at the temple, and my parents are my parents. They're not really friends, right?
Well, uh, they can be if they are your parents primarily.
I don't think of them as friends. I think of them as my parents.
Sorry, real quick. I'm going, Clarence. I'm gonna put you back at 23. I need you to roll your hit dice.
Oh, I specifically have to roll that. I can't manual. Okay.
Yeah, because
It'll be
You-
3 plus your.
you
con.
gain your constitution with it.
Think about that.
But when you do your hit dice, you can add one back.
What? Where's the button for hit dice? Oh, just roll a hit dice. Okay.
You have to click on the little wheel to the right of it.
Yeah,
Right.
Then you hover over the name.
And then roll again.
Yep.
Oh,
there you go. So you gain 10.
10, not bad.
that's a lot.
Because
that's way better.
First off, the one you rolled was a D8 and you rolled a D10.
Okay.
So
Oh,
now,
yeah,
so
different.
now I'm going to add
Alright,
that back
Fisher.
to you.
Oh, artificers have a D10.
Artificer D10? Holy mackerel.
I thought it was a D8.
Why don't I play an artificer?
I'm looking real quick. Oh, no, you're right. It was a D8. Take
Do you
two.
want me
So it would be 3 plus
Just
1.
take 2 points off.
Okay.
Then the sheet. Oh yeah, I see now.
A
D8.
lot
Yeah.
better.
Yeah.
It's only
Joseph, for the record, I have a 22 passive perception now.
Nice.
Well,
22.
You do get the ability.
22.
Okay. I'll
You
try.
took observant.
I'll try to keep that in
I,
mind.
t- I took up 7, yeah. I was
I'm glad
sitting
someone
with.
did.
I
like
was
the
sitting with.
reading lips.
Yeah, especially I was looking at skilled expert first, which is technically will give me a higher bonus on a roll, but less passive, and eventually give me the same passive. But I like reading lips.
I have an
Okay.
ability feature, or not ability feature. I have a what's it called? A feat I'd like to take, but it wouldn't make sense thematically to take it yet. So I'm just
Well,
gonna take the ability score
anyways.
improvement.
Besides the mechanics of D&D,
Mechanics.
Mechanics.
are y'all doing anything else as the
Uh,
sun will be eventually coming up?
I don't remember.
Can I go ahead and add the ability score improvement? Sorry.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, I did too. I already did that.
Yeah, I
I just
assume you
wanted to make sure.
I assume you
You're
would. I
right.
was just as you guys were trying to have a conversation, I was trying to go ahead and get this out of the way.
Yeah.
Oh.
Why does it keep pulling up my hit die repeatedly?
So anyways, if there was nothing else, then
Yeah. I think that,
as
If
the
it finishes, I guess I'll hold up the repaired cane sword. Like, all better.
I'll grab the hilt of the blade and give a few swings.
yeah,
You can tank the platinum dragon.
it was pretty good.
And then it will change back to its cane. Thank you.
Fantastic.
I hope you guys don't make me drive the cart again, because I honestly felt very bad, and I was worried that we were gonna crash.
I mean, I tried driving it and I got along pretty well with the horsey.
Yeah. The thing about being blind is I couldn't see the trail.
But like you can see me.
I can hear your
You can
voice
see
and
my
It's a more of think of it almost like a temporal sea. To make it easier for everybody as well, just in case.
Is it like tremor sense more like where he senses
It's
where
like
things
it's
are?
like a Del Dever thing. As long as there's somewhat noise, he can make out more area. So as you talk, he can see you, but when you're quiet, it goes away.
So
Does
if
he
we cast
explain that?
silence on someone, he doesn't know where they're at all, basically.
nope.
Pretty much.
Does
Okay.
he explain that to me?
Um,
At least I was trying to make sure that I explained it correctly to you, Cole.
yeah. Well, usually if people are talking, if I'm in a noisy area, I get a pretty good idea of where I am and where everything around me is. But in
So
quiet
like
areas,
if I hold my fingers in front of my mouth, can you see how many fingers I'm holding up?
I still cannot see your fingers. That's
Actually, no, I'm gonna take that
Thought it
away.
was worth a try.
yeah, good effort.
Do you
Hi.
get pickpocketed a lot?
I usually keep my coin pouch in my front pockets, so I try to make it a bit more difficult for people to pickpocket.
I keep my coin pouch in Clarence's bag.
Forgot about the coin pouch. Or the pouch.
As you guys kind of continue a little bit of small conversation, it is daytime as it rises, and everybody slowly awaken as you guys kind of go through the somewhat normal routine of trying to put things back together, put armor back on, and
I'll say one more thing before everyone wakes up. I really like being with this group. I think we're good. We're good together, right?
It seems so. I've never told anybody about my true self, so
You gonna stick
I
together after all this?
it's possible as long as the others don't mind.
I'll stick together if Clarence is doing it.
We should get ready, wake the others up.
I changed my mind. My passive perception is 19. Don't worry about it.
I
okay.
take 2 pots out and just start 2 pots off my shoulders and just start banging them together when it's the morning.
Okay, then everybody spontaneously, not spontaneously, but very aggressively wakes
Suddenly.
up at the same time. As you kind of do about like 3 or 4, now grabs your hand. He's like, I don't think that's a good idea, little one.
I'll just turn them away if the 2 undead show up.
True, but it's always best to always keep a low profile. And then like he like lets go of your hand, and it's just, you can do what you want, but
Put it back
I-
on my shoulder.
I prefer to be not loud. And he kind of just walks over and
Not loud. I'll attempt to be as quiet as I possibly can.
so you guys
Disadvantage himself.
put everything back on and start walking back to the beach. You guys,
I'll lead the way.
fantastic. You guys do get back to not entirely the same area, but you can see the boat slightly just off to the side. The boats themselves haven't, moved location. It was just not coming out the exact same area. Anyways, you do both of y'all do y'all take both boats and just go back across.
If we don't take both, I think we should destroy the other one so the 2 zombies here can't get back.
I think we're gonna take both.
I don't think zombies are. Never mind.
Didn't they use the boat to take dead bodies before?
I don't.
Didn't we already know that?
I think they were dragging the bodies off the boat.
So then who took the boat?
We don't know.
I think it might have been that cultist.
Should we still destroy it in case?
We'll take them
Yeah.
with, and then destroy
Yeah,
them on
we'll
the
just
other
take both.
side.
What about the third one that's just a pile of wood with no nails?
I think we'll be all right. I don't think they know how to make a boat,
Okay, good.
because from a little bit
Just
I
like that.
remember, they I don't think they do any rowing, but they do tag along, if that makes sense.
So we should probably split up into maybe Clarence and Garbu could be in one boat with one person, and then we'd have 2 people in the other one. Since they're both small.
Niall just looks at you. Which one do I sit in?
Well,
Oh, Clarence.
Is he bigger than the other two? Is he
He's
bigger than?
he's not like
Heavier. He's made of metal.
he's
Yeah, I was gonna say,
heavier, but he's
It would
not
make more
like,
sense to put him with us.
it's not like he's gigantic, but he's just a little bit heavier.
Did you want to come with
Yeah.
us? Me and Garbu.
Kind of just nods his head and
I'll whisper to Clarence. He was warm on the inside. I thought it was weird. It wasn't
That's
cold.
weird. Yeah, but it's also weird to bring it up.
Yeah, because I touched like the inside where his skin is.
Yeah, but no.
Because he's like your clock. He has all the gears. I thought it'd be
Yep.
cold metal. Like.
Nope. We
no.
got it. Nope. Yep. a lot of imagery going on that you don't understand yet, and that's okay. You'll
Like
get there.
tails? Like
Oh,
you all
like
were talking about
tails.
tails?
Yeah, just like the tails.
Why do I do
All right,
this?
I'm just gonna
I-
get in the boat.
Why?
You enjoy this, don't lie, Joseph.
No, I don't. It hurts me. I'm taking psychic damage every time. Every time. And he's doing it on
Day of
purpose.
the hour.
Oh my
Jason,
god.
are you sure if I was doing it on purpose?
The only person.
You're doing it on purpose.
Yeah.
So, as you guys sail back across, getting back to the same bits of land that you guys came through earlier, which was a lot more of a muddier mess. You guys are just kind of speeding it back to the wagon, right?
Yeah.
Anybody needing to do anything particular if we were to just speed this along?
No, nothing I need to do.
Cool. First off, I already messed up by not changing the day.
It's the 15th now, I believe.
35.
Rations.
Or
35.
I meant the 15th day, sorry.
But now I'm going to move it again to the 36 and push you guys along, getting back to the wagon.
Ration.
Take 2
Ration.
rations off. Because this was the ration to get across the water and then a ration to get back across the other section of water to the wagon. Because that was 2 days.
Oopsies.
When we cross the second stream,
Yes.
does Niles just like walk through it, or does he swim? Out of curiosity.
No, he walks.
Niles.
He walks through it.
Okay. Well, what didn't it get deep enough to need to swim? Does he just like walk, like
The
without?
bottom.
Yeah, that's more what I was asking.
He was more taking where you guys originally went to swim. He goes slightly up a little bit, and there's like a slight shallower end, and he walks across that way. And comes back with you. It's like, sorry, I thought you guys knew that there was a little bit more of a shallow upstream, just slightly, or downstream. Sorry.
We were just hot, okay? Leave us alone.
I'm sure Ace
I-
didn't mind carrying us on his back while he swam across.
Forgot about that.
It's fine. It's not like I'm blind, missing an arm.
But you guys went back to check the wagon, and surprisingly, it's still there.
Horse
Is the
okay?
pony still there?
Still tied to the
Um,
side of the wagon
it-
by a long rope.
It seems as though it's hungry, as there's not enough food for it, but it's not dead.
Are our rations something it can eat? Or is
Eats
it like
hay
jerky?
and grass.
I
That's like
mean,
jerky.
yeah, the point of
Oh, okay.
rations, it's more of like dried foods, as it says. It's just more dry food, so it kind of extends the life of it. So jerky in a way.
Should we?
I'll try to lead the horse over somewhere it can like graze better. If there's grass
Yeah,
literally
very
anywhere.
easily. It's just it already ate through its, I guess you say, supply, because it was technically
A horse.
1, 2, somewhere between like 4, maybe 5 days since you guys left.
I'm amazed this horse is still alive, to be honest.
A miracle? I guess.
One of us should definitely get a, what do you call it? A vehicle proficiency if we're gonna be keeping the cart.
Nah. Let the blind guy drive it. It'll be fun.
So
This is an awful idea. Might be one of the reasons why I told you all that I probably shouldn't drive the wagon.
Probably.
I can drive it. I did pretty well the last time I tried.
Elise, did you want to drive it?
didn't get a turn. And now you won't have that guy hassling you.
Aren't druids good with animals too?
Ish. Not really that kind of druid.
Oh. What kind of druid are you?
Good question. Don't really know myself. A druid, I guess.
Out of
I am-
curiosity, because that's one, that's two. So you guys would be pretty much staying the night here, and we're gonna keep going. You guys still heading straight to the summit, right? Okay,
Mhm.
Yes.
just checking. So let's say. Okay, so pretty much 2 more days. So we will speed that to the 38th. Take 2 more rations off. And
We might need to refill our ration supply.
the second ration is more of like when you guys are staying the night at the summit area. Just as a FYI. Anyways,
We're down to 3, right?
as
2.
you guys are continuing back
Oh,
on
I
this,
ate a shoe the first day. That's why I still have 1 more.
as you guys are continuing the old trail that you previously came from back to the summit, there does not appear to be hardly any people. A lot of the uh, materials that was used to build the stalls or places of other wagons in a way, and people's tents and all that, like, it's gone. It looks like a if you happen to have like in real life like a fairground that comes every now and then, but that's their spot that they come to, you kind of have the exoskeleton of it, but like none of the rides are there pretty much. So there is some like buildings here or there that were made and built on this area, but for the most part, everything is always built up and then ready for when the festival starts. But there is just a couple of guards hanging around the area as you guys are coming back upon the festival.
Hello.
And these do appear to be more of I would say, yeah, most of you should know this. These guards are wearing different types of armor, and 2 of you, Aeth and Clarence, should definitely be able to tell as this are Rakas guards, as it seems a little bit of guard rotation maybe it happened, whatever. And you just, hello, traveler. What can I help you with?
We were on a mission. We were on a quest to find the shield for the Doga King. We found it.
Interesting. Were you not part of the traveling onlook? Never mind about
We
that.
were.
The most of the people have already left back to their respective cities, but they did leave a note if any other people who either survived or made it back, you can head to Raqqa and report it there.
Do you think we could get a refill on
Insight
our ration?
check. I don't believe this motherfucker.
Make an insight check.
Like, at least just standing there, like, looking skeptical at them. 14.
I believe everything this man said.
He,
What does it give me?
he seems to be coming off a pretty respectful responses.
But how truthful is he being? Do I get anything with a 14?
You don't think he's telling a lie? It's a little bit fishy when he said survival. I can't even say survivors.
Survivors.
Survivors. But as he kind of just pushed that away because you guys are here and said you found the emblem and all that, and he's but yeah, anyways, great that you
Who was the cultist serving again? Just to double check. On the note, it said he was serving.
Oh,
who?
you're asking the DM. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
It said like a permission to leave, if you will, in order to serve Rakdos.
Rakdos. Okay. Sorry, I misheard the pronunciation. Yeah. Okay.
Yep. So anyway,
No worries.
but yeah, they all had to clear out, and seems as a lot of things are slightly getting back to order. So they unfortunately could not sit here and wait for people to show up if the shield was found. So you can head to Raqqa if you would like to turn it in, or which would be probably the most easiest.
It might be.
Is Raqqa
we
is
will.
Raqqa the place where the asshole who originally owns the shield is from? What's his
Zeke.
name?
The Dovahking, you know his name.
Asking the DM. I'm not asking the
What-
DM,
what-
not the guard.
What are you asking me for? Like, what the hell did I do to you?
Nothing.
Everything.
Evelar Wildstar.
Yeah, is he from that place?
No, he's from Zetham. That is the champion of the Blades of Light.
I'm in the.
Dipshits.
Why wouldn't we
You
be
do
turning
get
it into him?
I mean, if you want to travel that far, you can, but if more people find out that you actually have the shield, and you do, right?
At least
do
sort of like
don't
know.
stands there off to the side.
Okay, well, we can't guard you, if you will, but if you
Give a
had,
con artist just claiming we have it.
well,
Or
you still
not.
have to produce it in front of the lords. So if you're dare brave enough to go and do that in front of them, by all means, go for it. As a matter of fact, let me know when you do that, and I might sit back and watch. I haven't had too much of a good entertaining. Anyways, off track. Raqqa is just a little bit more of a safer route if you do, and he's like kind of going with the fact that you guys have, and he's just kind of not trying to be loud about it. It's just a little bit more of a safer and closer place that will turn it to the proper owner and get you a reward, as you stated. We are allies with Zetham still, so it's not like we're going to try to steal it from him. And
Inside
from them.
check.
Make an insight check.
At least 50. We're going up in the world.
At least
He
doesn't trust anyone.
still feels like he's telling the truth.
Okay.
He's pretty much it's up to you guys on wherever you really want to go, but the most safest route is the closest city.
If we travel through the city, try to get to Zephyr, probably would get dangerous. If we have to travel through the Stab it. Stab it. Lesser Hawk Force.
I mean, the quickest way is probably to still go across the water, right?
I mean, honestly, you know what? I don't really care if they want to give us our reward there, and then we can go off to other things. I'd prefer that instead of traveling all the way to the other side of the continent.
He's got a point. We're gonna have to go through there anyway.
Yeah. Well, we should replenish our supplies for the rations.
Oh, definitely.
And get food for the horse.
Looks over at the horse. How's he holding up?
I mean, it's still not the greatest horse, but it's not dying.
Yeah, Pony could use some help.
Help as in another horse to help pull, or help as in more food?
Both.
see what we can do when we get to Raka.
We could also probably use. Well, you guys could probably use more food. If we run out, I'm probably just gonna start eating whatever.
You glanced down there that time. I saw that.
He has coin pouch on his hip, made of leather.
Well, let's see. Could we see if we could procure some rations from you and maybe some hay for our horse?
Well, we can see what we can do. Yeah, if you go ahead and come this way. Plus, it looks like it's getting a little bit dark. If you want to stay the night, you can.
That would be greatly appreciated.
Do I trust him when he tells us to come with him?
Make an insight check. This is Natalie. This character right here is Natalie to you guys.
17.
Oh my god. I trust him. I don't know why you guys
Mom
don't.
told me not to follow a stranger to a second location.
He seems as a very straightforward guard who is not hiding a single thing.
What's your name?
Yeah, that or you guys are just not rolling high enough. You know, it's one or the other.
I'm not even. Oh my gosh. Not even mistrusting him. That's all of them. That's not me.
Done anything?
So, you guys,
I asked him what his name is. What's your name?
Ben.
Ben? I'm Garbu. Now we're not strangers anymore.
Great.
What city watch guard captain did you train under? If you don't mind me asking.
Why?
I'm a former guard myself.
And you're going to know the person when I tell you.
Well, you never know.
Make a persuasion or deception check.
Persuasion. Yeah. We'll do persuasion. $23.
Silas was my commander that I trained under.
Does that name sound familiar to me?
No, not even close.
Not even close.
No.
That's perfectly fine. I'm just gonna nod my head, making it seem like I know who that is, but I don't.
Make a deception check.
Okay.
Can I give him a kick in the heel to give him disadvantage? Ah, fuck, he already rolled low enough. It's fine.
It's fine.
I still allow it. I don't care.
It would have been a
but
10.
yeah,
It would have been a 10 instead of an 11.
Yeah.
Like,
and he sort of walks by. Oops, sorry.
This guard is just like, you guys have been giving him so much shady shit his way. He's just like,
I haven't said anything. I just looked at him in a weird way, I guess.
He's not a stranger anymore. Therefore, we can trust him.
My commander was Atticus, if that makes you feel better.
no, because I don't know who it is. And look, no offense to you guys. It's been a long day. And still got a little bit more to clean up, okay? I'm sorry. Just anyways.
No problem.
He points over there to kind of like a little store and he's like, that's more of a supply storage. We are not giving it out to people, but if you want to throw a little coin to help resupply it, that'd be great.
Sure.
But that is
How
where you
little
can
of a
go.
coin?
You'll have to talk to them. So
He already looks like he's just done with everything.
he has to turn around and go all the way back to where he was too. So because
he has that "I'm done with everything."
That's his
look
post.
on his face.
So
well, thank you for your time. We do really appreciate it.
not a problem. Y'all stay safe out there, and Because I assume you're holding it actually, right? It's not hidden, the shield. Okay, he's as he
It
kind
is
of.
hidden.
Oh, it's hidden.
I have it under my own shield.
Oh.
You can always put it in the bag of holding.
I'm double shielding at the moment.
I can give you the bag of holding that only holds 5 items,
I,
and you
I,
can put
I can put my shield over your shield.
Okay.
Put it over.
Okay.
I'll give you
Anyways,
my shield to put over that shield.
y'all
It's
are
whatever.
getting
And then we
slightly.
put Garbu on top
No,
of the other shield.
they're getting silly now, but it's like it's under there, so it's
I'm
not
sorry.
easily visible. It looks probably looks weird to people, but like I'm trying to not show it like really visibly.
As he kind of walks past some of you, he's just and don't go telling everybody that you have it. Stay safe out there.
Of course, of course.
And kind
You're
of
pretty smart. You want to keep it in this, and I hold up the bag of holding that only holds 5 items. You can keep it with you. It's basically junk. I was thinking about eating it.
The bag
Sure,
or the shield?
sure, I guess.
anything. Cole, to answer your question, anything.
so, you for simplisticness,
I'll give you the bag of holding asterisks.
Sure.
for food, because you guys could easily explain that you are just part of the shield hunting, not saying anything specific, just you were coming back to see if any information, but we're needing to resupply. If you guys will do 2 silver pieces, which is for 1 day, so however many you would like to get.
How long does it take to get to Raqqa? Do we know? Or well, I guess
Two
I would know.
silver
I have the
pieces
map.
for
How
one
long does
piece?
it take to get to Beaumont? Because that's how long Beaumont or Beaumont?
Well, just from where you guys just to get to Raqqa, that's like a good
3
1,
or 4
2,
days.
3, 4 days.
And
Just
how
to
long would it take to sail to
Double
Beaumont
that.
from there? Because that would be what
Um,
I would be trying to plan for.
let's see if you can get a boat there. And
4.
somewhere around 9.
10 days or so. 9, 10
Yeah,
days.
somewhere around 9 to 10. And that's from Raqqa.
I'll use 20. I'll use 20 silver pieces to get 10 rations.
Very well.
I burned 16 silver.
I'll put down 2 gold and 4 silver to get 12 for myself.
I can afford 7 days worth, and then I'm broke.
I'll put down
Yeah.
another 2 gold to buy 10 days worth for him.
Okay. And for
And I'll slide it into his bag of holding where I've been sliding all of my rations.
okay.
And pretty much
Okay,
everything I
hold
have,
on.
I just kind of
Hold
slide
on.
into his bag of holding.
So
And for the horse, we'll say
So I've bought 22 rations.
okay.
Alright.
For the horse, we'll just say 2 silver pieces will get enough to Raqqa and maybe a little bit longer.
I can spring that.
Yeah. Why don't we do 4 silver just to get a little bit extra? Just
That's
if
easy
we get
enough.
if we find it, if we get another horse.
Okay.
And do you have any like shoes just kind of sitting in your trash that I could have?
I'm sorry. What?
Like, are there any shoes that just got left behind, like in a lost and found or something?
He likes leather.
We supply, we don't find. So no, we don't have a lost and found bin.
I just figured this was a big event and like some people probably left in a hurry due to circumstances.
While that is true, there's a cleaning service that comes right after. And we are not
Okay.
that. I'm sorry.
So I'd have to speak to them.
Yes.
It's a thanks for your time. Of
Chews are like
Mm,
my
Probably fine.
second favorite snack.
No problem. And thank you for the coin. It helps.
Of course.
And you can see she kind of just goes back and starts like recounting the supplies so they can make, you know, supply runs and all that. So, anyways, as you guys staying the night, and Niall, who's still with you, and is just asking, so what's the move? Are y'all heading to Rocker, or are y'all pushing
We're
Have
past?
to
probably
get-
heading to
Have to get our
probably heading.
reward at least, and then we'll see.
Yeah, Rock. Have to head to Rock.
Well, that's where I'm heading to. So, if you don't mind for me still tagging along.
Sure, that's quite all right.
You mentioned having someone who takes care of you in Raqqa.
Yes, I did. You can
Is
say,
it like your mom?
no, I don't have a mother.
Dad?
I don't have a dad.
An uncle?
No,
I
it's
don't have one of those.
it's a very close friend, if you will. She
A lover?
no,
Like in the plays?
no.
Maybe we should ask him so many questions so we feel uncomfortable.
It's quite all right, I guess.
How big is this little bag of holding? The
I
asterisk
think
one.
it's normal sized. It just holds
It's-
only 5 items.
Yeah, so it's not like, because it's the exact same thing like a bag of holding. So you can only fit a certain.
Yeah. I'm talking about the actual physical dimensions of the bag itself.
It's the exact same, but only can hold 5 items. That's pretty much the idea.
How big is a
Somebody
bag of?
tried to
How big is?
enchant it and failed, I think.
Yeah, but how big is a bag of holding in itself? Like,
It can.
No, like it's the same size of a bag of holding.
yeah. I'm asking like how big is it?
15 pounds worth of bag.
That says
Actually
literally
true.
nothing to my Dutch brain.
Um,
Okay, so it's
How many
it's
pounds per kilogram?
17 kilogram. I don't know.
anyway,
gonna say,
whatever.
man,
Like Elise is gonna like sort of adjust the strap and like
Kilograms worth of bag?
she's gonna hide the
20.
bag under her robe really tightly to like her side here, under her
I mean,
arm.
somebody can't pull anything out of the bag unless they know what's in it.
Yeah, no, but she's still doing that.
Okay, it's like a
I'm just
backpack.
wondering if the bag was ridiculously big, but I looked it up and it's not
It's
ridiculous.
no, it's like a backpack, if you will, or whatever. But it's just a little bit to the side. Not like a
Back to
huge
school.
backpack, but it's Anyways, is anybody wanting to do anything while we're here?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think so. Either.
Hey,
I think
hey,
that
do you
I
have
think
to
Elise
tell
first
him
I
you're
was gonna
leaving?
look at that
What?
collar and bracelet thing. What that is.
Oh yeah.
I just look at the what is it Clarence, I think, who can do these things. Right? I look
I
at
can do
Clarence like you're the person who can like sort of figure out what magic items are, right?
Yeah, sometimes. Garbu can too, a little bit.
So and then she produces like a collar and a bracelet with a star emblem on it. She's like, do you know what? Could you look at this?
Yeah. Can I take this time to also get out the urn and that little pouch I found, and I'll do all 3 things at the
Yeah.
same time with detect magic and identify and see if I can figure out what
I'd-
the hell's
I
going
can
on.
do the detect magic.
Or yeah, he'll do detect and I'll do identify or something.
Yeah, as it just takes time to identify each individual one. So what do we want to start with first?
We'll start with Elise's, the bracelet. It's a bracelet, correct?
Bracelet and a collar with a star emblem on it.
Collar, yep.
Let me
Ouch.
look right quick. Not that one. Maybe it is.
Oh.
this one because I'm trying to find the right one, the exact one. Nope, not the whip.
No, I already have to.
What is that? Oh,
The whip. Gosh, I
not
told
the
somebody about that
orb.
too. Told a friend at work about that whip.
Where did you get the bracer from? Was it in
I think it's a knick-knack shop.
Okay, so no, I have a very specific list I have to look under to find it. Okay,
Oh,
the bracelet and collar.
Mm.
It is a collar of finding.
Mm.
A leather collar with a small metal emblem of a star on it. A matched bracelet with the same emblem. A person wearing the bracelet can make a small light hover 50 feet above the collar.
Mm.
It's your what are those leashes they put on children? It's that, but a little
the
less
harnesses.
controlling.
Yeah. So pretty much you put it on
So you know where
somebody
they are.
and they can pretty much cause the collar to react, and pretty much 50 feet above it will create a little light like a balloon, so you know where that person is if you can see that light.
It's tying a balloon to your kid's wrist at a fair or something, so you don't lose them.
They float away. Oh no!
So
It backfired.
That's fine. That's fine. That's
horribly.
gonna be that's gonna be useful at some point. I'm sure.
so what is the next thing?
We'll do the pouch.
Okay, you're identifying the pouch.
Mm.
What
what is it?
languages do you know?
Obviously, I know common.
Quite impressive. That's a very difficult language to learn.
And then I also know goblin, obviously. And then I'm just double checking.
I think those are the only two.
This is the only two. I got one for my background, I thought.
Then you didn't add it to your sheet.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I'm
Didn't
double
you
checking
take
on that.
as well.
What's that?
Thought you said.
Say that
you told
again.
me I thought you told me you spoke Draconic.
Yeah, I speak Draconic as well. That's what the third one was. That's my
Okay.
bad.
Then you need to go ahead and add it to your thing too.
Because I commented on how we spoke the same exact
Yeah.
languages.
Languages.
Okay. It is a very old, if you will. Is it this one? No, it's not that one. It is old Draconic language. I think it's no.
That was lucky.
He had you by the palm of his hand there. He could have said anything. He could have been like, "It's old."
No, I actually looked up my old D&D sheet that I based it off of when I transferred everything over because I'm dumb and I can't do it like from scratch.
It's ancient Egyptian. It's hieroglyphics.
Give me a
But like
second.
I actually
Okay. Yep.
Darn, we don't know that.
Okay. It's an old, extremely old Draconic language. It make an intelligence about this.
yes.
Can I guide him?
Good at the.
I don't care.
Oh, he said it before too.
Yep.
Does not matter. Oh my god, again.
That's
I-
5. That's 5.
I love
5 today.
love my natural ones.
Will Wheaton
Every
is
time.
at our
Um,
table apparently. Welcome, special
You-
guest star Will Wheaton in spirit.
In
It's
spirit,
it's
we're
a
waiting this
it's
too.
a little too old for you to make out. All you can make out is something about teeth.
I speak Draconic.
Oh, the goblin would be like, hey, this is something about dragon teeth. Can you translate?
Dragon teeth?
Just roll
Guide
a 1.
myself.
Just roll a 1.
Are you? Hold on. Are you casting identify as well?
I
There's
well,
not a.
I'm
There's not
prepared,
in the
but can I
description.
ritual cast it?
You can ritual cast it.
Okay. I'll
It just-
ritual cast identify.
Okay, go and make an intelligence check for me.
Can
One,
I get the
one,
guidance on there
one,
since I'm halfway
one,
to ritual?
one.
Shh.
One.
I don't.
I can give it to you.
Okay, yeah, I'll go with that because I don't think you can do it yourself as you're in the middle of something.
Hey!
Don't-
Plus a
Instant,
D4.
if I would have rolled that, I would have had a
20 total.
25. Down,
20
down.
total.
Oh my god.
As you.
I'll say if I can translate it, it's because I studied at the temple to the Platinum Dragon, and I'll
Or
say
because you're
that-
an actual fucking dragonkin.
This actually kind of close relates to some old draconic text, and it's not it. These teeth, from some of the like words that you're getting about it is like it's from more of a, if I'm saying the right ones, the chromatic teeth, and you either need to something about either planting a tooth or changing a tooth for a tooth. And I'll even say this. You think it's more of either planting a tooth or changing one of your teeth with the tooth.
chromatic though.
Chromatic.
That's the dragons with the bad alignment, right? Typically bad alignment. I'll look at Clarence and I'll be like, it trades tooth for tooth, I think.
That's
with the chromatic, but I want to be a good dragon.
Yeah, that's I mean, this is something we could keep, or we could sell it and try to figure out another path. Wait, what do you mean? A tooth for a
Like, I'm
tooth?
good yeah, it's like you plant a tooth and you like get a tooth. It's like a little bit broken because it's old. It's similar to some texts that I read in the temple.
It doesn't even look like Draconic at this point, Braden. I speak fluent Draconic, and it just
Who's Braden?
Who's
Garbu.
braided?
It's 3 syllables. I can't help it. Been 30 years of this. All right.
It's
It's-
only been 24 years.
Yeah, but I heard your name before you did.
Anyways,
So 25 years.
All right. Yeah. So I think we just put it in the other bag of holding, and we'll think about it later on. Okay.
My bag of holding that Elise is carrying.
Either of the bags of holdings.
I think I want it in your bag for now in case
I
Elise
can-
doesn't return the other one.
It's okay, and
Yeah,
I'm
you'll
sure
get
she
your,
will.
you'll get your backpack later. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Yeah. She's an honorable elf.
Am I?
I don't know yet.
We don't actually really know her very well.
No, not
I mean,
really.
She seems nice. But would she return it to us? Can I roll insight to see if she would?
Sure you
sure,
can.
roll
Said
insight.
she was honorable.
The animosity.
And
This
you
is how it
can-
begins.
you can either roll persuasion or deception, your choice.
I mean, I'm gonna give it back, so I mean, I can try persuasion. Natural one. I mean, it's up to you. What you...
He isn't giving it back. Yeah, we should keep it in our bag of holding, probably.
It's yeah, no, with that natural one. It's like you don't know if she's telling the truth or not, but she really is like one of those awkward people who's just like, I'm trying to tell you the truth, but it's just like it doesn't come off as that.
I don't trust you.
Every time you say truth, I think you're more suspicious.
I want to
So
do
it's
the
like,
urn now.
this is like perfect now. It's like you don't know if I'm lying or telling the truth. It's just somewhere in the middle right now. Is she such a-
We should keep it in this one.
Yeah. Is she such a good liar or not?
She's like a Magdor tier liar.
We'll do the urn now.
Okay.
She's like a Magdor tier.
So you're casting
honest
identify
lady.
on the urn, right?
Honestly.
You get
Yeah.
the same thing like I told you last time. Nothing different.
You want me to try?
Sure, and I'll give it
I'll
to Garbu.
I'll try identify on the urn since it worked for the bag. You know.
Go ahead.
Do you need me to roll intelligence? Arcana.
I'll say this. Hold on. As you are identifying the urn, you do pick up that it's faintly magical, but it's hard to tell if it's inside or if it's the urn itself.
Okay.
Did we open it?
No, we have not opened it.
Go ahead and I don't know. Do you remember what I made you roll last time?
Last time I
Investigation, right?
Yeah, last time I rolled investigation. Do you want me to roll an Arcana or something else? I don't really know what to roll.
No, it would be for Garber who does it this time.
Oh, Garbo, yeah.
Is there anything that you want to try to figure out about it, or kind of nah? Like you get what you get with the. It's just.
It does. I can't really tell if it's inside or outside. You said.
Yep.
Your religion check. They're all bad.
Sure, go ahead and make a religion check.
12.
I mean, it's not uncommon to see an urn that is sealed being traveled. Some people might want to either, you could say, bury or spread their loved ones in their home region if they died in a whole different place. There could be a multitude of reasons of why, but those tend to be a little bit more of the common aspects of it.
Can I just open it? What do you guys think?
Should we like stand back when he does it?
Yeah.
I'm gonna stand back if he does that.
Yeah, I'll stand back
Well.
too.
That's
I'll guide you.
That's. Wait a minute. Hold on. Hold on.
It was nice
Hold on,
knowing.
hold on,
It was nice
hold on.
knowing, Clarence.
I regret. You know what? You know.
I do have a healing spell prepared.
I always remembered him for his
I wanna
stand
try.
innovative
I want
mind.
to try to see
and
if it's trapped when I try to pick up the lid. Like if it's gonna explode or incinerate me.
I started writing like a little speech for if Clarence dies.
Like I want to watch. It's gonna be nothing too. And
I'll prepare a speech
like it's
too
a
for when
bucket
he
of
dies.
jam or something, and we're just like
It's either super deadly or nothing. At all.
nothing.
I
Just
cut.
filled
There's
with
no
magical
in between.
mayonnaise.
It
That's
either
really
contains it either contains like the spirit orb thing that came in and wrecked the whole festival, or it contains like somebody's actual ashes and it's just enchanted to
Like
try and,
at least the only thing
nurture
she's written
back.
down is like he was a goblin. Clarence, he was a goblin. That's all she's
I
written
want
down.
to. I want to check.
No,
traps,
you know what it
okay?
contains?
You know.
It contains.
That's
it
what I want to
contains
do.
It contains a blonde dwarf with no beard that's gonna come out and incinerate Clarence.
You know,
That's a big 180.
I just
where Magdor incinerates the goblin instead of the other way
I
around.
just want to say I want to change mine to this because this is fucking hilarious. That you guys are so panicked about this.
We
Anyways,
either open
No,
it
I don't
now
panic,
or
I just
we
think it's
wait till
funny.
the end of campaign.
so
Yeah, like I'm not gonna wait.
okay. So, anyways, you're going to open it. You're going to go ahead and break the seal and open it.
Can
I
I
will say-
check to see if it's trapped?
In
Is there
character,
any
I
way
don't
to do
think
that?
I don't think Garbu would actually back up. I think Garbu would stay by Clarence in character. Backing up is
So-
out of character, so
Then I would
Garbu's
tell
probably
him to
still
back up.
standing there.
Make a investigation check.
Oh great. Doesn't matter how high
Guys.
your modifier
You're
is if you just
guided.
roll
You're
ones.
guided.
As they're standing there checking it out, Elisa's come to the second sentence. He has a turret with him.
What's my guidance? What do I do? What do I do?
1d4.
The last 3 times you've given me guidance, I've rolled a 1, Brady.
I know.
I don't know
It's
what I'm
1d4.
supposed to be doing. Alright, 1d4. Okay.
It's a 1.
Oh, I got 20.
total.
I got 20. Let's leave it there. Is it trapped?
You're looking for deadly
D-
traps. It does not appear to be anything of a deadly trap of sorts.
The DC was 25.
The DC was
Coming up.
21, by the way. I'm just...
Damn it. Damn it.
And,
I'm
okay,
pulling
gets
it
to the,
open.
gets to the third sentence.
Oh,
In the
boy.
third, it sometimes shoots and
Pulling it
sometimes
open.
heals.
And I'm aiming at it like away from me as I pull like
Okay, so you open it. As you kind of go to open it, and just a cloud of like ashy dust comes out. I need
Oh, shit.
everybody but Clarence to go ahead and deafen.
Uh-oh.
I'm a god.
He's dead.
What is going on?
He is dead.
Mute.
Alright. So, as this is fucking funny either way for me.
Am I gonna die? If I'm gonna...
Yeah, you're gonna die.
I knew it. Yeah,
So,
I knew it.
anyways, so you go to open this, and as the cloud of just dust comes out, and like, it's kind of like one of those. It's not like the urn explodes by any way, but it's like that's what the dust feels like. It just explodes, and so it's like all over you, and you're kind of coughing a little bit. But what really throws you is you see this spectral thing, if you will. Not the same one that you saw at the festival. This is more paler in a way. And as it kind of comes out, and you just, who did this to me? As you see this very horrifying ghost, if you will, as it looks like something that drowned and died and was like rotting at the same time, as this spectral spirit is staring at you, and she just like dead eyes you. Go ahead and 1 second. 1 second. Give me 1 second. I need you to go ahead with disadvantage. Think
I was holding
disadvantage.
it away
Make a wisdom saving throw.
with disadvantage.
Yes.
Oh well, didn't matter.
Didn't matter. Okay. You are frightened. Okay. This her dead eyes. You can, like, as they lock upon yours, the change that are going around her body as well. Like, again, it looked like she either drowned, maybe she was tortured before she died, maybe she died and was never found of rotting. Like, it's just this horrific look to her. And she just kind of goes in, and her long, raggedy nails, as she goes in and kind of grips your throat. She's just, who are you? And, like, you can feel like she's squeezing your throat.
I'm Clarence. We found an urn and you were inside it.
Were you the ones who did this to me?
No. We were just there for a quest to find a shield. You've been in that urn a while, it seems like.
And she is still squeezing, like, very slowly, but getting harder and harder to breathe. And she's... Return me back to where I belong. And I won't kill any of your friends. As she, like, dead eyes them. But all you can do is just stare at her. You can't even look around.
Is there a timetable? Like, we talking today?
You will know when and where. As, like, she kind of drops you, and you were kind of hovering like about 3 feet off the ground. And as you kind of fall and you're like taking in this deep breath to catch your breath, it's almost like you started to suck her in as she starts to just go in this dark misty form and just goes down your throat. And you start to kind of like you know, lose air in a way as this it's like legitly ramming something down your throat. And it's like that for a good couple of seconds, to where when it's done, let me go ahead and get everybody back in. Told you I like it. Anyways.
What?
So,
Hello.
Everybody back?
Clarence is just laying on the ground dead.
Yep.
Not yet.
That what?
Leroy, are you back?
Clarence look okay?
No.
There we go. You back?
No.
Is he covered? Is he
Okay.
covered in ashes? Is he covered in blood?
Anyways, Garver, you were standing next to him and kind of like started coughing too.
Well, he told me to back up.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what Bryce said.
So,
No,
like,
because Garbu in character wouldn't have made the decision to back up, but Clarence
Okay.
told him to. So yes.
You guys that are just standing a couple of feet back, all you see is just Clarence coughing, as he's just coughing a bunch because of this ashy dust that seems to just got around him, and obviously inhaled probably some of it as he's just coughing.
But it just seems like he's coughing for the dust.
Yeah.
Can I hold my breath and try to walk up and like pull him out of the ash cloud?
Yeah. As you go and do, and Clarence, you your eyes like in this mist of coughing, like you kind of start going back over to like cough, and you see Garbu kind of just comes. Do you like gently, or do you like forcefully grab and pull him?
I'll like grab his hand and try and pull him out.
Yeah, as he seems to kind of pull you out of this little fadingly like mist or ash.
Once he's out, is he still coughing a lot?
It's a little bit better since he's not in it, but you know.
Is it like
We-
beginning to clear up? Is what I'm asking.
Yeah.
Can I roll like a medicine check? Okay.
We have a
It's all,
problem.
yeah.
We'll
There
find
was,
out next time. We'll find out next time. So,
On Yuletide.
for everybody at home, thank you for coming out and watching. We appreciate it. And, yeah, so I think as always, I hope you all have a wonderful day and a wonderful night. Catch you later. Bye.
Bye.